Hmm. All right. Looks like we are live. So yeah. Hey guys, how is it going? So I'm currently live right now, and so hope you all had a great weekend and a nice week. And I'm right now live. As you can probably tell, I've been making more changes to my room ever since I first moved, and yeah. So let's see who's in the chat, shall we? So waiting for me is Ozzy and Charlotte. Let's go and say hello to them, shall we? Hey guys. Hello there. Nice to hear you guys. So yeah, how's it going?
Going pretty well.
That's nice to hear. And right now I'm live right now, and yeah, just waiting for people to join us. Hello to Reverse Prime and to George. Welcome. So we're now going live for the second time in the new home, and as you guys can watch on the camera, more changes have happened, such as new drawers and all that have been made, and to my left, we actually had some special shelves being made for me to put stuff on.
Ooh, looks very nice.
Each one for different things, like games and figures and statues. So I guess this is what Multiverse looks like.
Oh.
So, and yeah, we're going live right now, and yeah, I'm very glad I'm able to go live again. Thankfully, I'm happy about that because it's definitely fun talking to all of you guys. So yeah.
Of course.
And if you guys are wondering what I'm sat on, I've actually got like a big neck cushion, and it actually feels like a sofa. It's pretty big, so I'm sat on it talking to you on essentially a sofa. And you know what? I'm very happy about that. Hello there, Exhausted. And if you guys are wondering why there's a figure of Harley Quinn next to me, it's because this stream is dedicated to memory of Arlene Saw on her birthday today.
Yeah, thank you for rest in peace.
And yeah, I'll miss her very much. We lost her way too soon. And it just happened as well, guys, that she also shares the same birthday as my grandma as well, who would have been 85 this year. So yeah. Yeah, my grandma meant the whole world to me, guys, and yeah, she was incredible. And I miss her very much. So so far it's just you two with me, and you know what? I'm very happy about that. Yeah. Blaze told me he's walking his dog, so that's absolutely fine. Pets deserve all the love in the world, of course.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
They're really good too.
Yeah, I love pets. Yes, indeed. We miss dearly Arlie and Will, the one who started the character of Harley Quinn. We wouldn't have this iconic character at all.
No.
And today's been pretty good as well because I went out to Manchester and did some shopping, and yeah. I also did some more progress on Lego Force Awakens today as well, guys, and I've thankfully done all the open world stuff, in the places or hub worlds. So all I got to do now is the levels and replay them for collectibles.
Yeah, I mainly like to do levels right after finish the story, just so I can get it done.
I mean, I did them all one by one. Really took my time with them, really, because there's lots to do in these open worlds and all of that. So I thought, you know what, let's do it while I'm here, And I wanted to unlock some characters to do a free play because I would not want to replay the levels as a character I don't like. So that's why I unlocked people like, Darth Maul and Count Dooku and Palpatine and all that. But I also unlocked Boba Fett because he's really useful for his abilities and all that. And when it comes to what I've been replaying, though, I've literally been playing each of the planets, basically, not in level order of the movies, just, like the planets, basically. So I did Endor first and then Jakku. And that, of course, includes Lost and Tekka's Return, the bonus level. Which is also my second favourite level out of the bonus ones after Raftar hunting. Mainly because I get to hear Max von Sydow, rest in peace. It's definitely really cool how
Yeah,
how a game got going back. I personally think the game handled his character better than the film did.
yeah, because that level didn't waste them.
Exactly, and they made a scavenger so I can use him instead of Ray, and he's also got a staff too, which is brilliant, and a grapple hook,
Mhm.
which is very handy, and he can also scan things too as well. Even though I use Boba Fett and Han Solo for that. And if you guys are wondering who I play as when it comes to Han Solo, I choose his classic skin the most.
Yeah, the real Han Solo.
Yeah, the one who doesn't get killed off, you know.
In a very stupid way.
Pathetic way. Hey.
And if you're wondering what I've been doing, I've pretty much only been watching.
Have you now? Have you now? That's cool. And when it comes, of course,
I finished season 2 today as well.
Very nice. And when it comes to Hubbles and Lego Force Awakens, guys, I personally think that for the most part they suck. But the one that I love the most is Millennium Falcon. That's the only one that I like out of the hub worlds in Force Awakens Lego game. You know, I love the Millennium Falcon getting to walk around it, and I also like how you can play Dejarik as well. You know, the board game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a beat 'em up or arcade mode.
Yeah, you can literally call it the Star Wars version of chess if you will, because the board looks into a chessboard, just circular, really. But it's like a beats up thing. But I will say more, guys.
And you also get a lot of stuff for it.
Yeah, that's why I use it as a stud farm before I got the extras. That's what I did. And of course, it's also very satisfying when you do it on free play mode because you can play as Darth Vader and slaughter the First Order. I think it's so satisfying how you can do that. You can play as a character you love and slaughter them.
You could also beat up Kylo Ren.
That's why I did. That's why I find it satisfying because you can do it to him too, and to Phasma and to First Order Stormtroopers and all that. If you guys were to ask me which Stormtrooper I use the most in the game, it's Nines. I used him the most. You know Nines, right? When he yells traitor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, one who uses that, you know, like lightsaber competitor, discount lightsaber, if you will. Because before I unlocked the super strength extra, I used him to smash the cracked walls.
You also be happy to know that I finally seen Pans.
Yeah, I saw you did. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I love that film.
As for me, I started the Conjuring movies.
Cool.
Woo, yay!
Cool. I think when it comes to Pan's Labyrinth, it might so far be my favorite Spanish language film.
Oh yeah, that's what I thought too.
Yeah, because I think it's amazing, and Del Toro's a legend. Love Del Toro.
Yeah, I would say it's my third favorite movie of his, behind Hellboy 2 and Pinocchio.
Yeah, Del Toro's an absolute legend, and he has my absolute respect these days.
Speaking of Del Toro, I'm planning to watch one of his. I think this is his first movie called Chronos.
Yeah, that's his first, you know, like full length movie. Yeah,
It's a horror movie, so might as well watch it this month.
good idea. Blaze gonna join in a bit. Awesome. Yeah, when it comes to that film, Ozzy Chronos, most of it's in Spanish, but the only character who speaks English, from what I can remember, is Ron Perlman's character. Yeah, so if you want to watch Ozzy, you make sure your version has subtitles, of course.
Yeah, I'll turn on the subtitles.
Yeah, good one.
Because
unless you know Spanish, you probably won't know.
Oh yeah, and when I saw Pan's Labyrinth, I had no subtitles on.
In that case, good for you. Talking about Crazy Time, Rex, what do you want about? Can you elaborate on that? Hello to everyone who's joining. What's this now?
Oh, yeah, and yeah, I also did see Tremors.
Oh yeah, that's one of Jay's favorite films of all time. One of his top favorites ever.
And yeah, that is by far my favorite role of Ken Bacon.
Yes, I definitely love Val. He's a very entertaining, likable character.
Yeah, he was awesome.
Yeah, he was.
And also I saw no sequel baiting at all.
Yeah, there wasn't any. I mean, to this day, I've not seen the sequels to Tremors, but Jay recommends the second one just because one of the actors comes back for it. But Yeah, because I don't see good baiting, I'm worried about it.
And Ozzy told me that they were straight to video as well.
They are, yeah. And apparently,
Yeah,
apparently one of the actors only come back for one of them, apparently. So, and that's it. I think after that, no one comes back. So that makes me even more worried.
I mean, as Shadows goes, the movies in quality go down. I assumed it was direct to video immediately.
Well, that probably tells us what you need to know then.
Oh, hello, Blaze.
Blaze has joined us. He's on mute, but he's probably got maybe he's got to be on mute for something. I don't know. He's on mute. No worries, Blaze. That's fine. Background noise. That's fine. Invincible Season 2 trailer. You saying it's crazy time because of that trailer? Are you being serious? Hey, Blaze. Like, why would you call it crazy just because the trailer's dropping? But yeah, Invincible is one of those few shows I'm actually looking forward to these days, because these days I don't tend to watch today's television.
Neither do I.
I'd rather just go back in time, to be honest. I mean, that's why I've been watching Avatar instead. I'd rather watch that, to be honest. And because when I was playing like Force Awakens, like I got so bored of that game, I instead watched Avatar on my back instead and have a game on my background. Because Avatar was far more interesting and way more entertaining than that bloody game.
Where are you up to right now?
I'm on the third season, third one.
Ooh, very nice.
I know that's the last one, but I know, of course, there's a Legend of Korra to watch for spin-off sequel, so I'll be watching that too one day. What I will do is I will take a break to watch the Continental show, though it just came out, because I'm a John Wick fan.
Yeah, my dad has seen it, so and he loves it.
Well, I'm sure I will too, hopefully. I mean, I'd have consider watching it as well, you know, mainly because I want to watch it because Mel Gibson's in it too. Great actor.
Yeah, I'm going to be checking the show out once I finish Tulsa King. And, of course, once I get to the show.
Very nice. Right, Blaze, what have you sent him this No Mic Chat? What is that? I have no idea what it is. I mean, I can't check it out because I'm playing Angry Birds. So, yeah. Right, I'm done playing Angry Birds now. Let's have a look.
Oh yeah, Luke, when it comes to Star Trek, I do agree with you on the fact that the Borg are the best next generation villains.
Well, they are my favourite, so yeah, I'm glad we're on the same page. I mean, you're monitoring with no background issue, that's good.
I mean, so far the Borg are the only good villains in the show.
You definitely like them in the films, that's what I liked them from. I see Blaze.
I mean, the previous villains, the previous villains in the Next Generation show are pretty weak in comparison.
Well, that's unfortunate. So Blaze, you got to monitor up. That's fantastic. I'm glad you've said no problems, Blaze. When it comes to all things as well, guys, I also started God of War Ascension yesterday evening, and so far it's pretty awesome. PS3 exclusive as well, in case you guys are wondering. Right, Blaze, what have you sent and saying, oh my god, to here? What's this?
Comedy, man.
Yeah, I saw that earlier. I mean, it does look a bit weird seeing him, you know, like as a photorealistic version rather than just cartoony, but J.K. Simmons, so I can't go wrong with J.K. Simmons, can I? At least got a fatality right to where he, of course, bashes someone when he crushes them, you know, in the head. So that's cool, I guess. But yeah, I must say, though, playing on PS3 so far has been really great, and I've had a lot of fun so far with it. Can't wait for more. And I think after I play God of War Ascension, I'll probably play some other, you know, like exclusives too, which you can't get anywhere else. Might also play the Lego games too on it as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I really want to find Lego Pirates Caribbean, but I've not found it in any stores yet, sadly. Guess I'll have to order on Amazon. Might check actually see how much it is on Amazon and if it's in stock, you know. I've noticed now that John Wick 4 is on Amazon Prime, but that doesn't affect me because I've got it on Blu-ray. Lego Pirates of the Caribbean. It's not on PS4, it's on PS3. Oh my god, they're selling it for like £61. Are you kidding me?
Okay, it's a great game, but holy crap, that's over.
Not worth that much.
Nintendo Wii version is £17.95.
And I just converted it to US money, and that's $73.96 in the United States. What the?
I imagine that's a lot for you.
Okay,
Yeah, $73 for a game, an
Okay,
old
let's see
game.
how much
No thanks.
I need to see how much that is for me. Okay, £61 to Norwegian kroners. Okay, so look.
It's probably going to be a lot. Okay, it's Lego Pirates of Caribbean it is. Okay, so I found on eBay, guys, but thankfully it's only £5.93 for a PS3 version.
Okay, you guys ready to hear it? It's 814 kroners for me.
I think that's a lot.
Yeah, that's nearly 1,000.
Damn.
Jesus. But I do already have the PS3 version, so
It's on eBay though for a good price, so I'll probably get it on eBay. And I don't want to get it digital because, you know, I want to actually own a copy of it, you know, to show, really. Well, that's nice. That's nice, Blaze. You know, because I'd rather just show it to you guys rather than just, you know, tell you I've got it, you know. I don't want you to just I want you guys to actually see it, you know.
Yeah.
Exactly. But yeah, I got some pretty good things from Manchester today to make up for not being able to find Lego Pirates of the Caribbean more. So yeah, in about 13 minutes, I'll show you at the half an hour mark, of course. So that'd be nice. And I also did some, you know, unboxing of some boxes that I brought with me, guys. And yeah, found some Black Series Star Wars figures. So like, for example, Jango and Boba Fett.
Very nice.
And also as well, Anakin from Revenge of the Sith as well. And also as well, yep, and also my NECA figure of also as well a video game character as well, which is of course Sam Fisher from Splinter Cell. If you guys wonder what I've watched this week, so early this week, I've actually not watched much this week because I've been really busy with work and all that. I did have the misfortune of rewatching Justice League though, and to this day I think it's absolute bloody trash.
Oh man.
Yeah, so I filmed my trash talk of that on Thursday, I think it was, and so that's going to be going up next week for you, and you can see me tear it apart.
Yeah, that's going to be even better than the movie, for sure.
Well, I'm glad you think so already. Because yeah, that film is just an absolute abomination to me. It's a massive disgrace to the DCEU and to Zack Snyder, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, and to this day, journalists and critics blame him for the failure.
When it wasn't him, it was reshoots that made it fail, and Joss Whedon, his involvement ruined it. And
it's just
and
these journalists and critics, they don't seem to get that. Zack's daughter died.
Exactly, so he had to take time off making the film. He withdrew from it for a reason. And, you know, of course, when it comes to this version of film, you know, in my opinion, the only things I can watch in a film are the only scenes in it which are actually shot by Zack, which didn't get edited or reshot. The only things I can watch in a film are what he did. There's only a few things in that film, you know, which he shot, which didn't get changed, you know. Like, for example, Ray Fisher confirmed that apparently his only scene in Justice League which didn't get reshot or edited is the rooftop scene where he meets Commissioner Gordon with the Justice League. That's literally his only scene in the film which didn't get edited or reshot. So yeah, just one scene alone, just how stupid is that?
Yeah, and I can also guess that you cringed so badly at the opening scene with Superman and the fake mouth.
Every time I see him appear on screen with that CGI mouth, I'm just embarrassed. And it makes me feel even more sorry for Henry.
He literally looks like a clown with that CG mouth.
Unfortunately. There's actually a deepfake of him on YouTube, which looks far better, so I don't understand why we couldn't have just done that. Because that looks way more realistic and accurate, really. You know, it's not distracting because whenever I see him talking in the film, in the reshoots, I'm just focused on his mouth because how distracting it is, you know? It's cringeworthy and just terrible and yeah,
It looks like his mouth is stretching.
You tell me about it. And also, I'm personally not a fan of a song called Everybody Knows that plays in the intro. I'm not a fan of that song. I personally think it doesn't belong in that film. Out of place, to be honest. That's what I think. I think it's out of place, if I'm to be completely honest.
Wish we could have picked any other song.
Like, the intro to Snyder Cut, in my opinion, was miles better. Not just because it made by Junkie XL, but because it literally has a recap of the ending of Batman vs Superman, doesn't it, with Superman's death, but it expands on it to reveal that his scream woke up mother boxes, didn't it?
Yeah.
When he died, he woke the mother boxes up. What did this film do? It doesn't even feel like a sequel to Batman vs Superman in that sense. Because apart from Superman being dead, you wouldn't think it's a sequel to Batman vs Superman, would you?
Just watch it as its own standalone thing.
Literally. And of course, it's even erased the whole Nightmare story as well, and Darkseid, for crying out loud, which makes me really angry because how much I love Darkseid as a villain.
Yeah, removing Darkseid is a crime.
Like, you can't have Steppenwolf on his own. You need his nephew, Darkseid, don't you? Desaad as well, not in it either, or Apocalypse for that matter. I was also angry that they cut out Willem Dafoe as well from the film.
Yeah, and let's not get started on Steppenwolf.
Yeah, I think he's an absolute joke in Justice League compared to the absolute badass villain he is in the Snyder Cut. And I think his CGI is ugly as hell, just horrendous.
Literally every time I look at it, I just laugh.
I mean, it's his way of laughable, so I can't blame you. And I think his script is also a joke as well, in my opinion. I think it's terrible, his script. In these reshoots. And I feel so sorry for Kieran Hines because he was frustrated about having changed Steppenwolf so much in the reshoots and he cut a lot to his story. Because if you see the trailers for the film, you can actually hear one of his quotes from the Snyder Cut, which I think is like no Lantern, no Krypton, no whatever. You can hear it in the trailers for the film, but it got a cut from Justice League. I mean, I think those trailers had lots of scenes in them which were cut, weren't they?
Yep, and that did piss me off back in 2017.
Yeah. So like I said, guys, the only thing I can tolerate him in Justice League is the scenes that were shot by Snyder. Other than that, no. I hate the film. And apparently, guys, Zack Snyder has not seen Justice League because he's been told by his wife and his close friends his heart if he saw it. And you know what? They'll be right, won't they?
Yep.
Because yeah, the film is absolute trash. It completely ruins his vision. Just trash. And also as well, Ozzy, on a more positive note, congrats on platinum Lego Marvel Superheroes, Ozzy.
Yeah, that took forever to do.
Well, you did it at last, so that's great, isn't it? How did it feel when you got it?
I'm just like, finally.
Oh, hello, guys. Got Lily here. Oh, here she is. She was like sat behind me, guys, in a cat bed, and she was eating some biscuits as well. She's been with me all afternoon, actually, since going to Manchester.
Oh,
Yeah, she's a precious gem. So
adorable.
precious. I bet you guys missed it, didn't you? You know, while I was gone, weren't you?
Yeah.
But yeah, she's very precious, and yeah, I'm so glad, you know, that she's appearing on the streams a lot nowadays. I mean, last week she was sat behind me while I was talking to you guys, weren't she? Which was pretty nice. So yeah. Oh, I think she wants to leave the room, doesn't she? So yeah. Lily, you okay? She's playing with the carpet. She does it quite a lot. She scratches it like it's a scratching post. Even though there's one outside, so yeah. What's the matter? Aw.
And also, when it comes to movies I've seen this week, I've seen 3 movies that Daniel recommended.
Have you now?
Which
That's
is,
cool.
Which goes Fright Night, Flatliners, and The Faculty. All 3 were great films.
Well, I mean, Daniel definitely does recommend good films, doesn't he? So, yeah. It's pretty cool that he took his word on them when he told you they were good films, and yeah. And you said they're great as well, so that's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah, the one I enjoyed the most was Fright Night.
Nice one. When it comes to rewatches, I'll be doing soon, guys. I'm probably going to rewatch Tarzan soon because I might check out its direct to sequels to see what I think, if you need a sequel or not.
Oh, good luck with Austin and Jane. No, none of them were good.
None of them were good.
Good luck with Austin and Jane. Good luck with that.
I think the thing you will like about Tarzan 2 is George Carlin, Ron Perlman.
I probably will because I definitely love George Carlin and Ron Perlman. Yeah, probably will.
And look, you're going to hate Jane in Tarzan and Jane. You're going to despise her in that.
Well, I'll see what I think when I get around to watching it.
Because get this, she literally says in the movie that she's embarrassed of being married to Tarzan.
Well, that's absolutely stupid. Really stupid.
I kid you not.
That is character.
We kid you not.
Assassination. That is character assassination right there.
Definitely. Breaks my heart because I really liked him in the original film when I was a kid. So
yeah, and also Tarzan really destroyed the jungle as well. So yeah, Kerchak will be proud.
Oh dear.
Yeah, Kerchak will be so proud.
Yep, very proud.
And of course, I say that sarcastically because
yeah, I know I was being sarcastic as well.
Because in reality, Kerchak would be rolling in his grave.
Yep, and which is I think is stupid, and so when it comes to the Game Boy, guys, if you want to play the most when I'm doing free play, it's Darth Vader. I mean, who do you guys play the most when you do free play on that?
Darth Vader.
Vader, Jango Fett, Boba Fett, and Luke.
Yeah, I play as lots of them. And both certain abilities, like, for example, Admiral Lark off of the diving ability, of course. And if you're wondering which version of him I use the classic version of him. Similar because I've watched And so when it comes to replaying the levels, I'll be saving after hunting for last when it comes to replaying for the collectibles. It's my favourite out of the bonus levels. Mainly because of Harrison Ford. Isn't it a shame they didn't do a bonus level featuring Leia?
That is a shame.
Yeah, what gives?
Bit of a missed opportunity, to be honest.
Honestly, I feel like what they should have done as a bonus level is remade one of the levels from Lego Star Wars Complete Saga. Like, they should have remade Secret Battle Plans.
That'd be a good idea, because that was, of course, wasn't part of A New Hope, was he?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, they did that as like a bonus level when you finished the original Lego Star Wars game, weren't it?
Yeah, they should have just remade that as a bonus level.
Would have been cool, and yeah, I mean, that reminds me a lot of Lego Star Wars 2 on the PSP because they actually added, prequel levels to that, didn't they? We weren't on a console version, didn't they?
I don't know.
Because, you know, I've seen clips of that, and they actually have, like, 3 levels from the prequels. I think, you know, each of the finales, you know, the final duels with Darth Maul, Count Dooku, and Darth Vader, those 3.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah, so I think it's really cool how they had those in it. So why can't we done it for Lego Force Awakens, you know? You have Battle of Endor, so why not add other battles too?
Again, massively wasted opportunity.
And also, guys, why can't you play as old man Luke Skywalker or Snoke in the game either? There's also that too. Like, imagine that getting to play as Luke as an old man, you know, and Snoke. That would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? I mean, people are going to be saying, you know, like, Snoke's massive in the game, but why not do a version of him
He's a
called
hologram.
why not do a version of him called, you know, like, Snoke Mini or something like that? Mini Snoke or something like that. They did it with Smaug and, like, a Hobbit as a baby, so why not do it for Snoke?
Like a little Snoke Jr. Gonna cry.
Hmm.
I couldn't resist.
Yeah, good one.
And also he of course got wasted in 8.
Yeah, but we of course didn't know that yet, did, because the game came out a year prior, didn't it? In the summer, didn't it? I think it was when it came out.
Fair enough.
So we didn't know, did we?
And I remember getting that game on day 1 when it came out.
I can't believe I was excited to play that game. Now I wish I wasn't.
I was probably excited for it because it was a Lego game.
I mean, Lego games are fun to play, really, for the most part, of course.
Yeah, I would always be excited for new Lego games that were coming out.
I mean, there's only a fair few that I'm not wanting to play, really.
Yeah, but the only ones out. The one I don't want to play is Lego Movie 2, and that's it.
Me neither. I refuse to play that game. I have no doubt in my mind if I played that, I'd regard it as the worst one I've played.
Well, I've already suffered for you, so there's that.
And also, when you say suffer, you've literally just suffered from one level and didn't even get to finish it, did you?
Yeah, it's literally just an empty space to do nothing.
Yep.
And you take away the powers of the DC superheroes. Why should I continue playing?
Exactly.
I mean, they're not the DC superheroes anymore. They're just people in costumes.
That's all they are. Cosmetics, if you will.
I mean, sure, I'm a giant fan of the first Lego Movie game, but I'd much rather play that over Lego Movie 2.
Me too, 'cause at least the characters have the powers, and at least it acts like a Lego game, at least.
Yeah, it does, because Lego Movie 2 is literally just Lego worlds.
With Lego Movie characters in the world, yeah. And it's not even got a story, has it? It's just open world, isn't it, really?
Yeah, I hated Lego worlds.
And I think Lego Movie 2 literally is trying to make it feel like, you know, it's Wild Styles' film, because they have her narrating the cutscenes, don't they? And not Emmett narrating them.
See, that kind of shows you how bad Lego Movie 2 was.
Yep, and that's why when I do Lego Dimensions 2, guys, I'll be getting rid of Wild Styles as a character and replacing him with Emmett. He'll be the main character from the Lego Movie franchise instead of her.
Honestly, it really makes no sense that they did that in the first place.
Yeah, I wish now that when we first did Lego Dimensions, they had Emmett instead of Wild Style as the main character instead of her.
Yep. Should have Emmett.
I mean, I don't care if it got more because we got lots of money, didn't they? So we could have paid him lots of money too, couldn't they? With him a story, but no, he only has one cutscene and that's it. But that being said, though, guys, we are over halfway into stream, so I might show you guys what I got this week.
Yeah, good.
Earlier today, guys, I unboxed my figure of Robin from a New Batman Adventures. Here he is. Definitely a pretty cool figure, I must say.
Yeah, really cool.
Then today, guys, at Forbidden Planet, I got a figure for a Batman villain based on how he appears in a film, a live-action film. Can you guess what Batman villain it is who appears in a Batman film?
Is it Bane from The Dark Knight Rises?
I've already got Bane Shadow.
Oh, okay.
Is it the Riddler from the Batman?
Unfortunately, I couldn't find him. I'd love to have a figure of that Riddler, though. Ugh.
About the Penguin from
It is.
Batman
It's Penguin from the Batman, the film. That's what I call him Farrell, and they did a really good job, making him look like Colin Farrell, and comes to Austin Hands too, which is pretty cool.
I still can't believe that was him when
You can find a makeup department for that, can't you?
fantastic.
With all that makeup on, you can't even tell.
Yeah, it's brilliant what you can do with makeup, isn't it? You can't tell it's Colin Farrell because when you look at him in real life and you compare it to Penguin, you wouldn't guess it was Colin, would you?
You would just think it was another actor.
Yeah, and also his voice too, guys, because Colin Farrell's Irish, isn't he? And the character doesn't have an American accent, of course. So it's that too, yeah. And then, guys, I also got 2 films as well. So one of them is for a Blu-ray Steelbook for a film, and so do you guys want to guess what it is? It's a Blu-ray Steelbook for a superhero movie, actually.
Is it an animated DC movie?
No, it's a live-action Marvel movie. Take time.
Is it part of the X-Men?
It is part of X-Men, yes. Well, it's like it's part of that, shared, Fox universe with them, really, So just take your time, keep guessing, guys,
Oh, it's stupid.
I've already guessed Logan.
I've already got Logan
I've
already got Logan as a Blu-ray Steelbook.
Alright, so it's not bad. Okay.
Sorry, what?
X-Men 2000.
No, it's not that film, unfortunately.
When was it released?
This one was released in 2018.
Deadpool 2.
Yep, it is Deadpool 2. So yeah, and pretty cool that got us as a Steelbook.
Actually, nice design.
Yeah, it's literally a drawing of Deadpool being carried by Domino and Cable. Pretty cool, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Just moving off a price. Well, guys, I completely forgot to do it earlier. But yeah, definitely worth it though. Because I've already got first one as a Steelbook, so I might as well get a sequel as a Steelbook, right? Upgrade it.
Of course.
Yep.
So what's the second movie?
Because this is actually a film that I saw this year, guys, which finally dropped onto, the physical marketing, this year. And I picked up today upon seeing it. Blaze knows what it is, so yeah, he already knows because I showed him it when I got it.
Is it Rise of the Beasts?
Well, I can tell you, Shadow, that the film which I saw this year, which of course I got today on Blu-ray, is of course none other than Rise of the Beast. You were right.
Nice.
Yep. So this means that I've now completed my Transformers film collection for live action films because, as you guys know, I refuse to buy a trash night.
Yeah, for obvious reasons.
Yeah, as I just said, yeah, trash night, if you will. Yeah. Then, guys, I got some PS3 games, quite a few today, actually. A total of, I think it's 8 PS3 games. So, yeah, got quite a considerable amount this week, haven't I? So, first one I got, guys, was for a Lego video game for PS3, and as we discussed earlier, it's unfortunately not Lego Pirates of the Caribbean, unfortunately, just so you know.
Okay, so is it Lord of the Rings? Lego Lord of the Rings?
Well, I can tell you that you're both right. It is like a Lord of the Rings for PS3. I love this cover of the characters right there. I love this.
Yep. One of the best covers of the Lego game, to be honest.
100%. Yeah, definitely really great. And I've already played on Xbox 360, guys, and on PS, so definitely going to be fun to relive my childhood memories playing it on PS3. Yeah, I imagine it'll be similar to X version, but it's the same game, of course. But on PlayStation, it's going to be awesome because of the trophies.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the only trophy I'm a bit worried about is probably the trophy which is time limited, where you got to complete a level in 15 minutes or something like that.
Yeah, just be prepared for that to happen because I still haven't even unlocked that achievement.
I mean, what I'll probably do, guys, is I'll probably just rush through a level, not worrying about collectibles, the level,
Yeah. Yeah, I can just get it done immediately.
And if I don't do it the first time, what I'll do is I'll memorize what to do in the level, like where to go and like what puzzles to do and who to use for them. And so the next time I should be ready for it, hopefully. Then, guys, I got a game collection, 2 games together, as part of my favorite, which actually has my favorite game in this franchise. These are 2 games together. In a franchise by Rockstar, which has my favorite game of all time in it, of course.
GTA 4.
I've already got GTA 4 came after it as a collection
Oh,
of 2 games.
oh. Hold up a second.
2 games from Liberty City, if you will. He knows what I'm talking about, of course. So yeah.
I know I'm thinking of Liberty City
I know
Stories,
this.
but probably not.
No, that's an old game, isn't it? This one came after GTA 4, Ozzy. Blaze, do you want to tell us what it is?
Episodes from Liberty City.
Yep, episodes from Liberty City. So this is, like a spin-off of GTA 4, guys, which has 2 stories, which at the same time as GTA 4, but it features characters, playing as this. So, The Lost and Damned, and a Ballad of Gay Tony.
Yeah, that came with the PC version of GTA 4.
Oh, that's cool. So it came as like a bundle, did it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I love it. I love it when games do that, how they come with, other content, really, like other games or like a bundle. I don't think that's really handy. It says you haven't had trouble finding some others. What, Blaze?
There's a GTA 4 bundle which actually has the original game of Gay Tony and The Lost and Damned together.
Really? Well, I've got them now anyway, so I don't need to worry about that, thankfully.
Alright.
Yeah. Especially because I've already started playing GTA 4 and it's on PA, so yeah, exactly. So I don't need to, get it again, do I? After that then, guys, I got a collection of 3 video games as part of a franchise, which is made by one of my favourite Japanese directors of all time. His collection is by this Japanese director.
Hmm.
And if you guys wondering which franchise it is about, it's basically a stealth franchise, which his collection is for.
Oh,
Yeah, it's by Japanese director.
What took you too long?
Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, collection of the HD collection of Metal Gear Solid, which comes with 3 games, being Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty, Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater, Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. So that's 3 games together there, which is pretty cool.
It's showtime.
I definitely want to try something new, and I want to, of course, things by Japanese people, of course, because I've Asian films and all that recently, so I want to play Asian games too.
Yeah, Snake's one of my favorite video game protagonists of all time as well.
Really?
That's another thing.
That's cool. Which other game was he? Which I mean, I assume you played him afterwards, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, that's how I got introduced to the character. As for the games, I played Assault on PS1. I think I played Snake Eater.
That's cool. And would you say that MGS1 on PlayStation is better games and all that?
By far, because at least that
for them, right? For some reason, they're literally having a message at the start saying in this game. But like, my response to that is cop. Things up at all. I don't care. I really don't.
Well, I think they only did that because people are too sensitive nowadays.
Yeah, I think it's stupid.
Yeah, now I'll tell you the real thing that's getting really old now. It is pronouns.
Exactly. I don't understand, really.
Just end it already with the pronouns.
Yeah, no, I just don't care about it anymore, really. I really don't. Then, as well as I also got as well a Wild West video game, which is actually a spin-off of a game that I got last week. And this game is different to the base game because it's a story involving zombies. So this is a Wild West game, guys, which involves zombies.
I know this.
And I know what you're referring to because I know it for and Switch, but I can't remember when the name is.
Well, I can tell you that it is Red Dead Redemption, Undead Nightmare.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I got this again, and it's gonna be a lot of fun to play through. And also, guys, remember how we just mentioned pronouns then, and of course how Az, of course, made a rant about Garfield having pronouns in it for some reason. Well,
Yeah.
I got about that game's company when the good game, and this is part of a poll.
I actually have the fourth game.
So I got a third game of this franchise before. It's a post-apocalyptic franchise, guys, by the field when they make good games, of course. If one of the companies, guys, they're called Bethesda, if you didn't know the name of the company. It is, yeah, of course, which is Fallout 3, the Game of the Year edition as well.
I only have the fourth game.
Yeah, I have the fourth one too as well. And
I have it on Xbox.
well, I have PS4 because, as you guys know, screw my.
I mean, I have my character in it.
Yeah. Yeah, in my opinion, this game is better than the film in terms of the story and the acting, in my most part. As well, the previous game, based on the first, 100% is what I like Sam, the character Sam. Because in these games, he's actually likable as the films, in my opinion. Obviously, when it comes to humans, well, of course, my biggest bad cause with these games is unfortunately Michaela, because unfortunately, guys, Megan Fox voices are in them.
Ah, crap.
Yeah, indeed. On a more positive note, though, I then, however, got a Star Wars game. And this is also a Star Wars game sequel from my childhood, which we do love.
Force Unleashed.
And that, of course, is The Force Unleashed 2. Yeah, again from my childhood, and yeah, Starkiller is my favourite wall of all time from Sam Witwer, and I can't wait to replay this and go down memory lane. I need to pick up a first game ball one day, absolutely. And finally, to run this PlayStation exclusive franchise last week, and this is a sequel made by the game company Sucker Punch. So, do you guys want to guess what this video game sequel is that I got? Because Blaze regards this as the best PlayStation 3 game of all time, don't you, Blaze?
Oh yeah.
Do you guys want to take a guess about what this player I've got?
Is it part of the Infamous franchise?
It's part of it, yeah. And it's a sequel.
Infamous 2.
Yep, Infamous 2. So there it is, guys, right there. Infamous 2. I was worried I wouldn't be able to get it because it wasn't there last week in Manchester. Well, thankfully it was there, so I grabbed it. So, yeah, that's what I got this week, guys. And so, if you want to tell me your favourites, then go ahead.
I'll go with the movies Deadpool 2 and Rise of the Beasts.
Nice one.
Oh yeah, and Force Unleashed 2.
Nice one. Ozzy,
Yeah, I think I would do the same thing.
Cool. Blaze, what would you say is your favourite thing that I just showed?
Infamous 2.
Yeah, I had a feeling you'd go for that, yeah. I know you wanted me to play that game really badly, didn't you? So I got it. I mean, do you guys remember last year when, I got a PS4 and when I got it for my second son, Blaze could get a PS3 again as well? And I said I might do, and I finally got him now.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah, in a very exciting way, of course, but not in a bad way.
Oh yeah, there's also a DLC for Infamous 2.
Really,
The
Blaze?
Festival of Blood. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Wait, there's a vampire version of Cole.
Nice one. And as well, guys, when it comes to Mortal Kombat 9 on PS3, thankfully, I can get the downloadable content for it because it's sold separately on PlayStation Store, which is good. So I don't need to worry about getting a complete edition, thankfully. So yeah, and when it comes to rewatching and planning this week, guys, I will also be reviewing Command, so let's see if my opinion from when I saw the cinema holds up. But of course, But of course,
I
I've
have a
got
feeling
things. I think it's going to drop. I think it might drop, but because of more taste actors being in it.
Yep, I was going to say that.
Because when I first saw the film, guys, I used to give it 10 out of 10, but unfortunately, with rewatches and all that, it's now dropped. It's dropped to an 8, and I've got a feeling that tomorrow I might drop it. I've got a feeling when I rewatch it this week, it might be lower now. Unfortunately,
I mean nowadays I just give a movie a 7.
7. Maybe I'll give it a 7 too, possibly. Oh, that's probably going to be sad, isn't it? But my score for film drops.
Yeah.
It's definitely sad when you first love a film, but then you realise it's really bad. The more you go on with it, it's just sad, isn't it? Really.
Yep. Plus, then I have no intentions of watching Aquaman for obvious reasons.
And that's absolutely fine. Or you do what you want. Stick to Jason Momoa's Aquaman in the Snyder Cut, and his Skin's Balance of Superman as well.
Yeah, that I'm sticking to.
Yeah, that's what I like to do.
Yeah, if I had to rewatch that movie for any reason, it'd just be for Jason Momoa, and that's pretty much it.
Actually, no reason why I should watch this long movie as well, which is coming out, this Christmas, innit? That's the reason why I should watch it.
The screen testings are already failing.
Exactly.
Doesn't that tell you something?
That tells me it's not going to be good. And also, guys, for some reason, they've cut Wonder Woman the movie for some reason. Again, they've cut him out of it.
Do they hate him or something?
I don't know. It's just stupid, really. Like, they said he'd be coming back for it, but he got cut from it, so that's just stupid. So it's going to give me a weird feeling we're going to kill him off in this film off screen.
So they're going to do the Alien 3 to him.
Off screen as well, sadly. Unless they use an ugly CGI version of him.
Honestly, won't be surprised if they do that.
Yeah. I just think, it's dead on arrival, isn't it?
What if this movie bombs harder than The Flush?
Maybe it will. I will still rest my case for it. In my opinion, the best part of the original film is Jason. I'll say that.
Oh, yes.
And also, the villains, my favourite is Black Manta. In fact, Smart's popular movie, his fight scene in Sicily and all that. And his fight scene with his dad being in on a submarine, that was pretty good as well. You know what's pretty cool, guys, is that the actor who plays Black Manta's dad in the film, he's actually a voice actor for Black Manta, Michael Beach. He voiced Black Manta.
Oh.
Yeah, a version of a character who's called Devil Ray in Justice League Unlimited, I think it was, due to licensing issues, but he's basically Black Manta, really, just with a different name. So I guess you could say it's passing the torch moment, if you will.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I think passing the torch moment's pretty cool in films. Really cool.
Yeah, and there's even a fantastic person in Next Generation trick.
Yeah, I believe there is, yeah.
Yeah, with Dr. McCall and Toshio Riker.
Yep. There's also one in one of the films too. So there's also one of the films too. And I'm going to eat some chocolate, so I think I've earned it.
Which movie would you think has the best passing the torch moment?
That's lots of great ones, aren't there?
Oh, Uncharted.
I think so.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
And that was a true pass the torch moment, actually. No, it was. He confirmed it, didn't he?
He did. Nolan told last year, I was like, I felt like passing the torch moment. He said that was the idea. And of course, Star Trek.
I think when it comes to Star Trek, I think probably Leonard Nimoy and Zachary Quinto when it comes to playing Spock. That's probably a good example.
Mario. Yeah, Mario.
Yeah, because doesn't Charles Martinet's character praise Mario or something like that?
Yeah, he praises him twice in the movie.
Owen, that's literally Charles Martin passed my torch to Chris Pratt. Which is really cool. And obviously Django Unchained, there's also a really awesome scene in the film where of course Django Freeman, Jamie Foxx's character, meets the original Django actor Franco Nero, who played Django in the 1966 Western. So he asks, him, how do you spell your name? When Jamie Foxx's Django spells out, and then he said the D is silent, then Franco then says, I know. So yeah, that was a very nice reference to a film, weren't it? Passing the torch, really cool. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, didn't Casey Kasem voice Shaggy's dad in that show, Scooby Doo Mystery Incorporated? I believe he voiced Shaggy's dad, Colton, didn't he, in one of those Scooby Doo shows, didn't he?
Let me check.
Before he died, didn't he? Because I believe he retired from playing Shaggy in that odd animated film. Then he did have a voice Shaggy's dad on one of those shows, didn't he? Which is pretty cool. So yeah, zoinks. And Matthew Lillard is also to me the main reason why they should not do an AI voice for Shaggy, because they have him to do the voice.
Yeah.
I think the same thing goes on because they have Steven Stanton to do that voice, don't they?
Yes, I just checked it. Yeah, Casey, he did voice Shaggy's dad.
Yeah, apparently uncredited voice request, but yeah, he voiced his dad in that season of recurring role, which is pretty awesome. Mentioning.
Yeah, Ghostbusters Afterlife, for example.
Yeah, of course. With from probably see where Egon teaches his granddaughter how to use the proton packs, and then he appears with her helping her out. Just amazing, incredible, really. And seeing Egon with a team together again was just incredible. That's how you do legacy characters reunited. That's how you do it. I think Afterlife was probably one of those examples of a film which we was going to probably not be good, but it turned out to be a great surprise, didn't it?
Oh yes.
And
I think the Spider was a great passing torch moment too.
Yeah, because by into Miles Morales, it just fits eventually. He said that anyone can be a superhero. So basically, that of course was motivating Miles to be the next Spider-Man of his universe.
And then, of course, you also got the Spider-Man of his universe.
Then, of course, in my favorite show animated series, there's also as well, of course, the episode where Adam West guest starred as players the Grey Ghost, who, of course, gets to have a scene with Kevin Conroy's Batman. Just incredible, right there. Seeing those two together in that series, just phenomenal. Hey, Liv, nice to see you here. Yeah, Adam West is an absolute legend. Yeah, really is. And of course, as far as I'm concerned, Kevin Conroy to me is the greatest Batman ever. That's what I'll say.
Yeah, there's no denying that.
I personally feel that, with a lot of Kevin Conroy, I feel like my interest in DC's dropped more and more now, really. Because he's not around anymore to voice Batman, is it? Which is very sad, isn't it? I just feel like it's not really the same anymore, is it, really, to be honest, without him?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And of course, when it comes to Mark, I'm no longer wanting to play with Joker anymore. There's also that too as well. He was in I'm a Brave and Bold. Oh, cats are fighting out there. Goodness me. What is going on out there? Come in. The light outside my door. What are you two doing out here? They've like gone down there fighting. Little menaces. Goodness me. Yeah. We'll probably come back up here anyway, you know, to come and see me, you know. Did it last week, so we'll probably come back again later. I mean, I don't know about fighting, guys, because these past few weeks we've been sleeping on my bed together. No, it's not going to be coming back, and you know what? Good, because Arkham Knight to me was the ending of the Arkham franchise.
That's where it should have ended.
But they're doing that Suicide Squad game, aren't they, next year? So yeah, and that game I have lots of concerns about. I've got a worry think it's going to suck.
Yeah, based on what I know, it's just going to be another crap Avengers.
Yeah, looks like it, which is appalling. It's not even a good idea to be like that game, because that game is dreadful in my opinion. Game.
Game ever made.
You see what you mean, yeah.
Yep, and I'm still glad I did not play that game at all.
You saved yourself lots of pain.
Even though I had all the chances, and still refused.
You did the right thing. No a single second of your time at all. That game is at all. So yeah, I'm never going to play that game ever again, guys. And thankfully, guys, I can't, because it's been removed from storehand. So yeah, thank God for that. Good riddance. Because, you know, that game, in my opinion, absolutely sucked. And yeah, as I call it, Ass Avengers. Just a dreadful game, in my opinion. So far, I have a favourite Marvel game I've ever played in my life so far. I don't know if there's any worse games out there, but so far this one is, for me, the worst Marvel game I've played. So yeah, I'll probably stick to the good Marvel games.
Yeah.
For example, Lego, of course.
Yeah, they did a way better Avengers game.
Yeah, which I platinumed a couple of weeks ago, yeah, which was a lot of fun to do. So, for example, one franchise I'd love to play with Marvel games is probably the Ultimate Alliance games, the first two of them, which are on like the old PlayStation consoles and Xbox consoles and whatever Apollo play games. I have no doubt in my mind they'll be better than Ass Avengers.
Most certainly will.
Yeah. Sadly, well, the third game is a Nintendo Switch exclusive for some reason. And these days, I don't really play, you know, like console games on my Switch that much, because for some reason my left joystick is broken. I don't know why. Because for some reason, guys, it keeps aiming to the left when, you know, I'm not even like touching it. It just goes to the left for some reason. Like, I don't understand.
That's Joy-Con. That's called Joy-Con drifting.
Yeah, Ozzy, I have that turned off, so I don't understand why it's being stupid to me. Never even have it on in the first place ever since I started a Switch, so I think it's knackered. So yeah, I'd rather switch to PlayStation, if you will.
I see what you did there.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, PlayStation to me is the best, like company when it comes to making video games to me, especially for old PlayStation games and all that. If you guys was to ask me for 5 or 7 if I want it for Christmas,
At least they finally made the slim model.
yeah. Only the problem is, Ozzy, apparently it's not as.
I think they only call that because it's lighter carry around.
So basically, it's a similar size, has a smaller weight inside to make it lighter to hold.
And apparently, I heard the disc strap is apparently detachable. I really don't know what it is.
That's very concerning. I might as well get the original version, to be honest. There's not much of a difference. So Ozzy, how am I supposed to turn off Joy-Con drifting if I was to do that? Like, how would I turn it off?
That's the thing. You don't. You have to fix it.
And how do you fix?
Rubbing alcohol.
Oh God.
Whatever you do, don't dip your full Joy-Con inside the Switch because that broke my first pair of Joy-Cons.
Yeah, I won't. I'm not. I'll probably just get a new pair, to be honest, at this rate.
Yeah, you're better off doing that.
Yeah.
And I don't know how much they cost over in the UK because over here they're pretty expensive.
Well, that sucks. All that for Joy-Cons.
I mean, if you're replacing one Joy-Con, then it shouldn't be that bad. But if you're replacing both, then it's going to be pretty expensive.
Well, it's the last one I want to replace because that's one which is causing the drifting.
Well, if it's just one, then it really shouldn't be that bad. I see how much is left Joy-Con is in my area. Oh, not bad. Like between $34 to $39.
Yeah, it's not too bad, thankfully.
So yeah, you should be good.
That's good. And so if I ever decide to play other Switch exclusives, I'll probably have to get new Joy-Cons then at this rate because I don't want to be playing a game where the characters are constantly going to a left for some reason. Sorry to hear like that, Clun. And so when it comes to films, though, guys, I'm looking forward to rewatching the original Tarzan film, the original one.
Oh yes, that's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, it'd be nice to rewatch that. God on memory lane.
And of course, Phil Collins music in the background.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say no to Phil Collins. Listening to him, he's a great singer.
When it comes to more movies I've seen this week, I've now seen a much older movie than Nosferatu, which is now The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. Great film.
That's cool.
And I'm also very happy that Lucky is taking a lot of my recommendations.
Yeah, I noticed he is. Yeah, how nice of him.
He's watching that movie right now.
How nice of him.
And and apparently it's Burton. Yeah, apparently that movie is also one of the main inspirations for Tim Burton.
That's cool. Yeah, Tim Burton is a legend, and he has my absolute respect recently when he criticised AI and defects and all that, and how they, of course, hijacked his characters. Because he said, of course, they can ruin your characters, and he's not wrong, is he?
I also love how he slammed DC.
Yeah, what a legend he is, and like an example of his character being massacred. Of course, aside from the no-brainer, which is Batman in the two sequels to Batman Returns. How about Nicolas Cage's Superman in The Flush, for example?
It was awful.
Like,
And a big middle finger as well.
Like the guy for his face, it literally looks like it's from a very bad video game, doesn't it? I'm not going to say an old game because I say old games better than new games, but it looks like it's from a really bad game, doesn't it?
Yep. Also, the hair looks fake.
I think it was a wig, wasn't it? Maybe it was. Because Ozzy, you know about Superman Lives, behind the scenes of it. Did Nick Cage grow his hair out for all when he first played him? Before did he actually grow it out?
Yeah, his hair actually was grown out.
Wow. I imagine more that when he's done his cameo over short hair, because I think nowadays he likes to have short hair, doesn't he? Which is absolutely fine. But yeah, that wig looked terrible, didn't it?
It did.
And Ozzy, was that costume that he wore in the Flush the same wore in behind the scenes of Superman Lives?
Yeah, it's similar to that.
Similar, so it's a bit different, is it?
Yeah, from the test footage behind the scenes that I saw, he was wearing the blue was a bit brighter than it was in the Flush.
So was it a bit like Christopher Reeve's costume a little bit?
Somewhat.
So he couldn't even get his costume right. They got Christopher Reeve in the film as like an ugly CGI cameo, but they couldn't get Nick Cage's costume right. And also, one thing is also how he doesn't even have any dialogue. He just screams. That's all he does. That's Nick Cage right there. An Oscar winner, a great actor. No dialogue for him, just cough. Like, there's no way I'd want to mistreat Nicolas Cage, because if I was to have, like I mentioned, two featuring his characters, I'd make sure he gets as much of an important role as possible in them as his character. Because, guys, in the game, he'd be on the main team, reprising his role as Spadon Noir and as his Superman. Basically, so and also when it comes to kick reprise as well as Big Daddy as well. And if you guys were to ask me what name I'd give his Superman in the game, as who you're going to select to play as, he would literally be called the Superman Who Lives. That's what he'd be called on the team.
Speaking of which, I might as well show you some test footage of Superman Lives.
Please do.
Here is what he already looks like with the idea of Superman. Here's what the test footage looked like. Let's screenshot of the test footage. Send no mic chat.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
notice how the logo is different.
Yeah, I've seen that first picture of him. It's a pretty cool costume. But on this one where he's actually in the costume itself here, the logo is not the yellow, has it? It's a bit different shape as well. And also the colour for his blue is also different as well. Maybe it was like a pro wearing or something before we got the actual thing on later on.
I mean, that's what it probably had to be.
Yeah. And what is so sad?
If you want to see.
You know what's so sad, guys, is in this cameo appearance, according to a director, Nick Cage was actually, really happy to play Superman in that cameo, and he actually dived into a role right there, but he did,
Yep.
And that being said, of course, screw Andy Muschietti for that.
Here's another prototype of the suit.
It's one of the reasons why I lost respect for Andy.
That made me grew to hating him.
Yeah, and I think also how he defended evil Ezra as well. I think he wouldn't recast him and all that. And also how he said CGI being bad is a good thing for some reason.
Then why did your movie bomb? You might want to explain that.
Yeah, because he made the excuse. He made the excuse for the the multiverse is collapsing, so CGI's not going to be good. But how does he explain Batfleck looking like a McDonald's toy at the start of the film? I'm the CGI in the baby scene as well.
Oh god.
Exactly.
And even Spider, look at like multiverse collapsing. Look at Spider-Man No Way Home's multiverse collapsing. That CGI wasn't bad at all.
And that's an animated film, not a live action film at all.
So does he care to explain that?
Don't think he will he? And also as well, I think also that he disrespects Zack Snyder as well. I must say as well.
Yeah. And also with the bad CGI, this also a bit makes the question: where did the budget go to?
Exactly. It's just embarrassing, really, and I think as well. Of course, how he brought back Clooney is Batman for some reason as well, with involvement of James Dunn and Peter Safran as well.
Even though Clooney said he would never return to play Batman,
and apparently Clooney thought it'd be a great idea to appear in that cameo as like a plot twist, but like it's not a good idea at all.
Yeah, and didn't James Gunn also say that the movie was a masterpiece? yeah, right.
He called it one of the best films he's ever seen, apparently, but yeah, my ass.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I know where the budget went.
But thankfully, karma did come from.
Yeah, because of course, I think it was like many months later. I think he was revealed to be even more of a disgrace than he is because old posts on Facebook emerged of him badmouthing in Batman 89's cast and crew, which made my hate for him grow even more. I mean, if you don't like the film, James, that's absolutely fine. But don't you dare badmouth cast and crew like that. Don't you dare talk to them like that.
Practically attacked everybody.
Yeah, that's what he did. And also, guys, he's also a massive coward because rather than make an apology for it and all that, he actually deleted his Facebook and all that. Deleted it.
Coward.
Yeah, what a coward. Because that post is gone, by the way, guys, just so you know. Also, you can't see it, but Ryan Kinofin did a video on it, so you can see it on there. That's how I found out about it.
Also, I still have screenshots of it as well, so that's
another thing. Exactly. You've got proof.
You can still find it in the my chat too that I sent to you guys.
Exactly.
And this is why careful what you post on the internet, because once it's on there, it's there forever.
Exactly.
It will never go away.
If I didn't like the film, I'd be more respectful with him anyway. But that's not going to be the case with me because I love Batman 989. And it's cast and crew. So yeah. And
the cast and crew awesome.
Absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. Great director, great actors, great musical composer, and great filming crew and all that. Post-production and all that. Phenomenal.
I mean, usually when I show myself disliking a movie, I just criticize and I don't go attacking people for it.
Guys, when I criticize a character, I don't target the actor, unless it's an actor I hate, of course. And I usually say that I think the actor is a great actor, but I personally don't like their character. For example, guys, on my review for Suicide Squad 2016, I said that while I think Adewale is a good actor, I think he had a bad script for Killer Croc, in my opinion.
Yeah, he really did.
Because I feel he said some lines which didn't feel right for a character, in my opinion.
Well, most of the things he said was cringe.
Tell me about it. If you want to see much better Killer Croc or Trail Shadow, then there's an animated series, and you'll of course have seen Steve Blum in Arkham games, wouldn't you?
Yes.
much better.
He was actually scary at the Arkham games.
Tell me about it. He was phenomenal as Killer Croc, wasn't he? That voice of his.
Yes, especially in Arkham Asylum.
Yep.
Where you had to go down to the sewers.
Yeah. Pretty scary.
And the fact that he jump scares you. Honestly, I haven't. Oh man. Honestly, by saying all that, I have a feeling Batman as a horror movie actually would work.
Maybe it would.
with Frost and Scarecrow. Well, Batman Returns was probably the closest thing we're ever going to get to that. Yeah,
I mean, that is the darkest one. That's the darkest one, isn't it?
Actually, I'd say both of Byrne's Batman movies are somewhat horror movies.
I mean, they are rated 15 in the UK for a reason, Ozzy. So yeah, exactly. They're pretty dark, and I think as well, Matt Reeves' film The Batman can also be dark because of the Riddler.
Oh my god, he freaked me out.
Yeah, Paul Dano absolutely nailed it. He's definitely my favorite Riddler in live action territory.
And how about The Dark Knight with Heath Ledger's Joker?
Absolutely.
Yep. It's actually a good thing that you mentioned Byrne's Batman because, like, the day before Halloween, I'm rewatching Batman 1989.
Awesome.
Which I am now doing every year now, just like how I will do with my Christmas marathons for Batman Returns.
That's cool. Because Batman Returns I do regard as a Christmas.
Makes sense. Plus,
Yeah.
Plus, also you got to listen to the music too, which gives you the idea. Because
Yeah,
the
exactly.
Penguins theme, I believe they use Jingle Bells.
Exactly.
Which is probably one of the creepiest scores I've heard from Danny Elfman.
Yeah. I mean, I personally think his scariest soundtrack to me is his soundtrack of Sleepy Hollow.
Oh my god, that movie freaks me out a lot.
Yeah. That film is proof that Tim Burton can do horror really well.
I'm also rewatching probably maybe tomorrow or Monday, maybe.
Yeah. And I think it has one of the best casts ever assembled, in my opinion, Sleepy Hollow. It's one of the great actors right there, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the other day I was watching like behind the scenes footage of Sleepy Hollow, and I am very impressed with the movie.
Yeah, it's
on how they
incredible what they
made it.
did. Incredible. And it's also really cool how you have Dumbledore and Uncle Vernon from Harry Potter in the same film, don't you, really? I think in some of the same scenes too, as well. And of course with Palpatine as well.
I think I pointed that out when I was watching Sleepy Hollow.
Yep. I mean, Ozzy, when you watched the film, did you know going into the Palpatine was going to be in it, Ian McDavid, or did you get surprised when you saw it?
He told me about it ahead of time, but I actually forgot. So it was a surprise to me.
Yeah, and of course Count Dooku is in the film as well at the start, which is pretty awesome.
It's just the way he says Sleepy Hollow in the movie that makes it fair, that sets the mood.
Yeah, and you even hear the music kicking in too when he's talking about it as well.
And I wonder why Tim Burton doesn't do many horror movies anymore.
I think he should do a horror film again.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you know how much praise he's going to get if he does that?
I imagine that you probably get universal acclaim if he did a horror film again.
And me and Ozzy were talking about a remake of Wizard of Oz that we hope that he will do in the future.
I think he could pull it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we both said this before the stream starts. If Wizard of Oz were to ever get a remake, our only condition is that Tim Burton must direct.
I think he'd do a cracking job, and let's also hope that Danny Elfman can also pull off doing the original soundtrack, you know, using its original themes in his soundtrack, if he can.
Yeah. Yeah, because we've been actually doing a lot of fan casting that I ended up typing up a bit. Because I'm invested into that.
Yeah, well, one example would be Johnny Depp as the Scarecrow.
Good casting. And one I'd also love to ask as well, Ozzy, who would you cast as a Wicked Witch?
Helena Bonham Carter.
You know, I can actually picture that being perfect. Wow.
I mean, when you think about her role as Bellatrix,
I can actually see it, like, perfect. I mean, Ozzy, would you say you pick her because she's your favourite actress?
Yep, that too.
Yeah. I can see why, because, yeah, she's a legend, Helena Bonham Carter, has my absolute respect.
Yeah, I actually have it right here.
Oh, nice. I see. Is that Jenna Ortega as Dorothy?
Yep, yeah. Johnny Depp, Jamie Campbell, and Timothy Spall.
So who are you casting Jamie Campbell Barr as?
Yeah, that was
Tin Man.
The Tin Wow, never thought I'd see Vecna for Stranger Things with Tim, man.
Yep. And as for Timothy Spall, I pictured him as Cowardly Lion because if you look at his face, he kind of gives you that feeling.
Yeah, I know what you mean, because when I look at the Cowardly Lion in the original film, you know, the costume he has and all that, I can see Timothy Spall off, to be honest, a similar style, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and also every time he was near Voldemort, yeah, because that very cowardly portrayal.
Yeah, exactly. I think he'd work well, you know, really well.
Yeah, I think it would be perfect.
Yep. And Ozzy, who would you cast himself?
Honestly, I've been kind of thinking about maybe Danny DeVito.
I mean, I wouldn't say no to that. Pretty good choice, yeah.
I'm also thinking Nero.
As who, the wizard?
Yeah, the wizard.
Yeah, I wouldn't say no to Robert. He's a legend as well.
You know, I think maybe Michael McKean.
Yeah, Michael McKean. Yeah, another good actor as well. And so, who else is awesome in the Wizard of Oz? Who plays it a big role? You'd also need to cast as well.
Well, when it comes to Glinda, we're debating either Catherine O'Hara or Winona Ryder.
Good choice either way. Why not cast both? You could cast both for different roles.
Honestly, I almost got. What about Annie M and Dorothy's uncle?
Oh, that we haven't decided yet.
Well, we did not think about them.
Yeah, because I've been just wrapped up in thinking about important characters, main leads.
I mean, if you want to have Winona Ryder and Catherine O'Hara in the film, both of them, why not cast them in 2 different roles? You know?
Yeah, that makes sense. Actually, I think maybe why don't when Catherine O'Hara? I think Catherine O'Hara could play Auntie M because she has more of an old look. Like she fits in for the age. Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
And I think for Dorothy's uncle, sorry, I forgot his name. I think maybe Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks, yeah, good choice. With Winona Ryder, she could probably play like a character who looks young, because Winona Ryder looks great for her age, doesn't she? Really great for her age.
Maybe Glinda.
Yeah, I guess so. And would you guys also cast, you know, people who with dwarfism as like the Munchkin characters?
Yeah,
maybe Warwick Davis.
Yeah, I'd cast him. And how about Deep Roy? Another collaboration with him and Tim Burton.
We might as well include him as a cameo role.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Maybe as a Munchkin who sings or something like that.
I mean, it makes sense since they sing.
Exactly. So
I'm taking notes down as we speak.
Nice one.
Oh yeah, and I'm also about to mention this, but do you guys know how I mentioned Dr. Caligari? You know that movie?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. It's funny that comes up again because Tim Burton was actually asked to do a remake of it.
Oh wow! Well, I think he'd pull it off.
I mean, he should have done it because that was one of his inspirations.
Yeah, he should definitely do it. I mean, this is what helped him kick off his career, so why not do a remake of a film that inspired him? And there's a fan cast being done. That's brilliant.
It's still in production because Shannon and I are thinking if they decide to create a new character, like let's just say General Flying Monkeys, they should probably cast maybe Tim Roth.
Tim Roth will be a good choice. And you know, speaking of Robert, guys, that new film he's in by Scorsese comes out later this month for me. So I definitely love
to. Killers of the Flower Moon?
Yeah, it's out later this month for me. But due to work, I don't think I'll be able to see it anytime soon, sadly. And also, it's long too, so there's also that too.
I mean, I really, really do want to see it, but yeah. I do think it's going to be longer than Oppenheimer's.
It's longer than Oppenheimer.
Yeah, I think it will be. I mean, I had a feeling that he'd make it a long film because, you know, he has done quite long films, hasn't he, Scorsese, like The Irishman, for example.
Yep. That movie releases next week for me.
Yeah, it's cool. And yeah, Martin Scorsese is also one of a few directors I still trust today as well.
Yeah, so far I've been here. Just what I've been reading, Killers of the Flower Moon is actually doing very successful.
Yeah, I've heard it's had loads of acclaim, which is really nice. I mean, this is a Martin Scorsese film, so I'm glad it's getting loads of praise.
As it deserves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for Martin Scorsese, I think Hugo might have been the only movie I've seen him direct. I'm gonna check his filmography just in case I've seen any other of his movies.
He's done a lot for you to check out, Ozzy, because you're definitely in for a treat if you've not seen the others. Because he's made lots of really amazing films, and some of his older films are also quite long as well too, but in my opinion, they're well paced. Take care, Joseph.
Yeah, Hugo's the only I've seen. I know Shadow recommends for me to watch The Wolf of Wall Street, I believe.
Yeah.
Please do, because that film was one of the funniest films I've ever seen in my life.
And another one that's on Netflix, so I can watch it easily, is The Irishman.
Yeah, that's an exclusive to Netflix, but either has a Blu-ray Criterion collection film, so yeah. If it ever gets removed from Netflix, I've got it physical, so yeah. Joke on you, Netflix.
Ooh, Leonardo DiCaprio's in Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah, he is, plays the main character. He's actually been in quite a few films by Scorsese, Ozzy.
No, I take it that he collabs with him a lot.
He's a collaborator, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I think Killers of the Flower Moon, I believe, is his first from Scorsese alongside Robert De Niro as well.
Honestly, it's always nice to me when a director always collabs with an actor or a crew member.
Yeah, I love it when we do that.
Yeah, like John Williams and Steven Spielberg, Tim Burton, Danny Elfman.
I mean, would you say
Johnny Depp?
I mean, Ozzy, would you say that Spielberg and John Williams is your collaboration of all time?
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say that, I don't think Spielberg's films would have been as iconic as they are without John Williams' music.
Yeah, to be honest, that kind of reminds me of an interview that Danny Elfman did. I don't remember what the interview was called, but I remember during that interview, he was comparing himself to John Williams and Steven Spielberg's collaborations, along with Alan Silvestri and
Robert Zemeckis.
Robert Zemeckis, praising them throughout that interview.
What's interesting is that out of all three directors, Spielberg, Burton, and Zemeckis, Zemeckis is the only one out of all who's had the same composer for all his films, because with Spielberg and Burton, they've had some exceptions when it comes to a recurring composer. I believe there's so far been, I think, 3 films by Burton which Danny Elfman did not do music for. One of them is, of course, Ed Wood, which I believe was composed by Howard Shore.
Yeah, that movie was. There was also Sweeney Todd and Miss Penegree's Home for Particular Children.
Mm-hmm. I believe Sweeney Todd was actually composed by the composer of a play, but it's based on. Apparently.
Yep, and I think the reason I heard for Miss Penegree is because of scheduling issues. Yeah, I think that was one of the reasons.
Yeah, it's a shame. Everything else for Tim Burton is done by Danny, composed by him. As for Spielberg, I think his first ever film, Duel, was not composed by John Williams. Also, as well, The Color Purple was composed by Quincy Jones, I believe, as well. And Ready Player One was also, I believe, composed by Alan Silvestri as well. And also West Side Story as well was not by John Williams. Yeah, there's 5 films Spielberg has done which are not composed by John Williams.
I'm actually looking online right now, but it looks like Spielberg and Tim Burton actually have met.
Really? That's cool.
Yeah, here, let me get you a photo of it.
I love it when directors meet each other. That's just awesome, isn't it?
What up?
Take time. When it comes to other directors, Ozzy, have you by any chance seen any films by the director Francis Ford Coppola?
One movie comes into mind.
And what's that you've seen by Francis?
It's a short film called Captain EO.
Captain EO, never heard of that.
All I can tell you is that George Lucas is involved, and it has my favorite role, Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson, that's cool.
Yep. Also, I posted the photo in No Mic Chat with Spielberg and Tim Burton.
Let's have a look.
And honestly, when it comes to Francis, I highly recommend Turkish Chocolate and the Godfather trilogy.
Yeah, those I really need to check out.
From what I've seen,
Turkish Chocolate.
Yeah.
It's Francis' best film.
From what I've seen, I recommend the War movie Apocalypse. And what's cool, Ozzy, is that what's cool is in Apocalypse Now, because Francis is actually good friends, he actually named Harry character in that film after George. He called him Colonel G. Lucas.
Ooh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Interesting fact.
One of Harrison Ford's early roles as well, alongside Saul as well. Because Harrison Ford, actually, guys, before he became an actor, he used to work as a carpenter, which is pretty cool. And when it comes
There's also another movie from
who? Francis.
Yeah. Well, I plan to watch it. It's called The Outsiders.
The Outsiders. Not seen that yet.
I mostly want to watch it because I read the book.
I might probably watch all of Francis' films one day. If I can. Old and new. I say new because obviously next year he's going to be to release his new film Megalopolis, which is a film that I think might be really good based on what I've seen of it. I mean, because Francis has said it's the most interesting film he's made so far, apparently. And Adam Driver is also in as a main character, guys, and he said, of course, that he had a really great time with it as well, making a film.
Well, I'll take his word for it.
Me too. And Adam has my unconditional respect as well, guys, because he used to be a soldier as well.
And he definitely has my respect because he thought that he's against Disney.
Yeah, he is. I think he said recently he doesn't want to play Kylo Ren anymore, does he? Rightfully so.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, I don't blame him at all for not wanting to play the crybaby Ren.
I mean, I call him Kylo Ren.
I mean, okay, looking at Megalopolis, there's actually a pretty good cast list of people on here.
Lots of great actors in it alongside Adam. So that makes it very exciting. It's going to be a sci-fi film as well, guys. And apparently Francis has actually been writing the script since his. So yeah, it's been a very long film in the making, hasn't it?
It looks like the patience may have paid off then.
Yes. And so, when it comes to other rewatches as well, guys, I also rewatched Dumb and Dumber this week as well. Dumb and Dumber.
Don't need to see that.
Please do, Shadow. It's hilarious. In my opinion,
so funny.
And it's also amazing how much better the comedy in that is than today's comedy as well. Amazing how much better it is compared to today's comedy.
I mean, the comedy isn't even a comedy.
Exactly.
Oh.
Exactly. I mean, Shadow, would you say the best example of that is like The Simpsons and Family Guy today?
Yes, because I barely laughed once. Like, especially The Simpsons, because that only had woke comedy, which was garbage. Just boring.
Yeah, thankfully I thought The Simpsons.
But when it comes to Family Guy, they honestly did have better jokes. For the most part.
I mean, I don't want to watch Family Guy because of recasting Cleo characters, which I think was a stupid move. I'll stick to old Family Guy. That one was actually funny.
There's also another problem I have with modern comedy. Have you noticed with some movies nowadays, they're kind of ripping off the MCU's comedy?
Yeah, they are for some reason. The only one I've seen which, you know, handled comedy better than the MCU was probably Dungeons and Dragons when it did comedy in that.
So then why can't other people just, I don't know, create their own comedy and stop using it from a dead franchise?
Or just maybe don't do comedy things, or make it be serious, of course, when it comes to what genre is, Because if you can't do a genre, then just do a different genre.
Or maybe just hire comedians.
Proper who are talented. Speaking of comedians, though, guys, I will be watching an animated film coming to Netflix called Leo, which is an animated comedy film with Adam Sandler as Leo the Lizard. I think he's a lizard, yeah.
I might check that one out as well.
I will mainly due to I love Adam Sandler, one of my favorite comedians of all time. I think he's Blaze's favorite comedian too, so yeah. So I'll definitely give our watch when it drops onto Netflix later this year. And so, Ozzy, when it comes to today's PS3 games I got today, would you say you got a favorite PS3 game that I got?
Star Wars not Battlefront. I mean, Force Unleashed.
Force Unleashed 2, nice one.
I don't know why I got them mixed for a second.
It's probably because you used to Battlefront games, aren't you?
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, Ozzy, when it comes to the original Battlefront 2 on EA, is that even on PS3 or is it just on PS2?
I think it's just on PS2.
How unfortunate. I'd love to play that again.
But then again, isn't the PS3 backwards compatible with PS2?
My version isn't, unfortunately, because mine's a different model.
Yeah, I probably should have gone to Blaze for that question. Because again, it depends on the model. Like the very, very first PS3 model, like the fat model, yeah, that one I believe is backwards compatible.
I guess I might as well just get a PS2 in the future,
Yeah, I've had my PS2 for a year already.
Yeah. And
I've got to thank my neighbor for doing that.
Yeah, it was very nice neighbor to give you it.
Yep, he was moving out, so he didn't really care for it anymore, so he let me have it along with some of his PS2 games that he still had.
How nice of him.
Yeah, the PS2 is a really great console.
Yeah, it is. Some say it's probably the greatest console ever made.
If I had to do a PlayStation ranking, I think maybe I'd put it in third place, maybe.
After PS4 and 3, is it?
Pretty much.
Nice one.
And I mostly give a lot of praise to the PS3 because without me playing the PS3, I probably would not have gotten into PlayStation.
Yeah, we got to thank the PS3 for that. And when it comes to that, there's one feature of PS3 that I do love, which is unfortunately not on, on PS4, or is how when you hover over a game, it plays the theme song, doesn't it? When you hover over it.
Yeah, it does.
Whereas on PS4, you only hear music if you scroll down on a game, how much it costs and all that.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, it is weird. Why would you downgrade it like that?
Yeah, because let's just say if I go for a Lego game and I want to hear the music. Let's say, for example,
Lego Marvel Superheroes.
Yeah, Lego Marvel Superheroes. I have to push one button down just so I can hear the "You Belong" song.
And Ozzy,
speaking of Lego,
on PS3 also, when it comes to Lego games, if I was to get Lego parts, be in the PS3 and I hovered over it, would it play the theme song?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it would.
I'd love to do that. And when it comes to Lego Star Wars 3, does it play the Clone Wars theme?
Maybe. I don't know.
I think it does.
Or is it just the original Star Wars opening crawl music?
I mean, it would make more sense for it to play the Clone Wars theme.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does do the Clone Wars theme.
Well, that's good.
I mean, have you tried it yet?
Not yet, no, because I've been playing God of War Ascension.
Oh. Also, what I was about to say for Lego is that I finally got Lego Incredibles again on PS4.
Yay.
Nice one.
And I also got the Lego Ninjago movie game too, because why not?
That's cool. Oh yeah, as well, guys. When I was playing Lego Force Awakens, we playing some levels. I unfortunately came across an Easter egg in in the game, in the second level, of course, on the finalizer, where you unfortunately find a woman I despise here.
Oh, this will be good. This will be good. This will be good.
Crazy.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, the literal death of Star Wars.
Yeah.
I honestly don't blame Rugged Eagle for saying that's the worst character in
He said that she's the worst because her abilities in the game don't match her job at all. And why she should be in the game because all she is just a producer. She didn't have any massive involvement in the film, did she?
Not at all. And speaking of Rugged Eagle, I've been watching him a lot lately.
He's really cool. And also, guys, he is also as well a video as well of the God of War Century music that plays when you hover over it. I love the music. And the cover's really awesome, how it shows Kratos imprisoned and all that.
Do you consider Ed and Lorraine Warren to be your favorite roles of Patrick Wilson from Ego?
Hell yeah.
Nice one.
But I'm pretty sure tomorrow I'm checking out Annabelle Creation. I believe that's what it's called.
By far the best Annabelle movie.
So that one's good, is it?
It is pretty good. Worse. Get worse.
Yeah, because I already know what's doing The Nun, Curse of La Loretta, and Annabelle comes from.
So Shadow, when it comes to your experience with Conjuring franchise, is there a particular film where you?
Yeah, I mean, I was pleasantly surprised on 2, so I kind of wanna see where it goes next.
Okay. So when it comes to other horror franchises, I watched the Insidious last Keith would have ended the film. Awful, unnecessary cash grab, if you will.
It is.
Oh dear. We didn't like it, did they, from the sound of things?
The only thing I liked about the movie.
Monster.
Yeah, which is this movie is called Keyface.
DC franchise.
That's all.
Wrap the franchise.
I personally would. The Raw 2 remakes are actually prequels to the original.
Yep, and I'm doing the right thing by skipping the rest.
Yeah, you save yourself lots of pain and disappointment.
Especially the 4th movie.
Yeah, because
Yep, and also so I don't.
An off comparisons then.
Yep, and the big bender that I'm definitely never gonna watch is the one from Something That I Despise with a Burning Passion.
Yeah, just about. And you know what's worse? It seems IMDb love that quote because I'm out there to read about.
I would have smashed whatever.
Yeah, it's stupid. And what's worse, we didn't see it even film in America, where it's popular cancel culture. They filmed it in, I think it was Hungary, or somewhere there, I think.
And the movie's called Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Exactly. How stupid is that?
How's it when you're not even in Texas? Call it Hungry Chainsaw Massacre for all I care.
That's actually a good rename of it. I mean, let me check. Where they filmed it. I'm pretty sure.
I think Daniel said it was in Belgium.
Belgium. It's either that or Hungary. I don't know. Let's see.
Or maybe it was in Bulgaria. I think it was in Bulgaria.
It's Bulgaria.
Okay, Bulgarian Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah. So so they call it Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but it's filmed in Bulgaria, not in Texas and all that. Ridiculous. So all I can say is that this film is just absolute trash, and of course it's what killed my interest in the franchise.
I might as well add on saying false advertising.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. And I also don't think the whole franchise is also, in my opinion, really confusing because they have all these different times and all that, like Halloween, the franchise of Halloween does.
Yeah, because they keep trying to retcon and everything. Like, I don't understand how can you tell a story if you can't figure out your timeline?
Exactly. Doesn't make any sense, does it, how they keep retconning things, really?
Yeah, because at least the remake timeline was shorter.
Yeah, exactly. It's not just horror with it, where we do always retcons. No example of a franchise doing loads of retcons is probably Terminator. I mean,
Well, the ones, the exception of Genesis is probably what I meant.
Yeah, because you had the unfortunate displeasure of watching franchise Terminator Genesis.
Yep, in theaters back in 2015.
I saw it on on streaming services and it was it was trash to me. So I've only seen it on rewatches and I still hate it to this day.
And it's very painful because Arnold Schwarzenegger movie I saw in theaters.
How sad.
But at least in that same year, I did see the original.
Yeah, and of course, Ozzy, do you plan to of course check out T2 one day?
Of course I do. I already do.
Nice
along
one.
with the extended version, not the theatrical one.
And do you have a plan of when you're going to watch it?
Probably before the year ends. Might as well
Awesome.
just say it like that.
Awesome. I mean, you're in for a treat because while I think it's directed by a douchebag, I still think it might be the greatest action film ever made.
And it's also starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's another thing.
Yes.
That's my best Arnie impression.
It was very good.
Guy net the build. I'll be back.
I'll be back.
Get to the chopper. Get to the chopper. Also, doesn't Predator retcon on movies too?
Well, they of course did a sequel to it, and then they did another one, which pretty much was just the second film called Predators. And then, of course, we had the absolute, trash heap from 2018, which was The Predator, which is pretty much just a dumb thing, on its own, really, which only has references to a first film, really, and that's it, really.
You'd think it'd be a remake or something.
It's what it feels like, and it's just absolutely trash, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think maybe Prey kind of did.
Prey's a prequel, isn't it? Yeah, because apparently that's a prequel film, but I thankfully refuse to watch it because I have no interest after Predator 2018 killed my interest.
I mean, I just saw the first movie.
Probably for the best. So yeah, I have no interest in watching that. See you then. Yeah, you're not wrong. True Lies to me is James Cameron's last good movie.
And I actually do plan to watch that.
It is good. Arnie's great, and it's all Jamie Lee Curtis and Bill Paxton, rest in peace, among others. It's a good film.
Yeah, to be honest, Bill Paxton's like the main reason why I want to watch it.
Yeah, I do. It's a very good movie. And that title is a very interesting title because apparently lies are true in it for some reason. And yeah, Arnie's also great as always in the film too as well.
Oh, Jamie Lee Curtis is also in it.
Yeah, I told you she was in it. Yeah, she plays his character's wife in the film. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Arnie was in the film alongside an Oscar winner recently, of course.
Yep.
And if you guys have seen Ever All at Once, Jamie definitely deserved the Oscar for Best Supporting Actress for that role.
Oh, she certainly did.
Because her character Deirdre was so funny, weren't she?
Yeah. That movie was wizard.
Yeah,
I'm bringing it back.
yeah. I absolutely
It was
love.
pretty
I
bizarre.
loved it. I loved everything about everything all at once. Everything about that film I loved.
It's also my favorite movie from A24.
It's also one of my favorite live action multiverse film as well.
Yeah, and it does the multiverse far better than
The Flush.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah. You know what I think is really weird about the Flush film, guys, right? You know how it's Michael Keaton in it as his Batman, right?
Yeah.
It turns out, guys, that despite this whole multiverse rubbish being in the film, right, and all these other universes appearing in that scene, right, for some reason, guys, he's basically playing Batfleck. So basically, Ben Affleck gets replaced by Michael Keaton, basically. We don't like go to his universe or anything like that. He instead gets replaced by Michael Keaton, replaced. So that
Their logic really makes no sense.
ridiculous. Like, you have a multiverse concept in the film, especially because of that dumb scene towards the end where you see them all colliding. So why not have Barry go by mistake to another universe where he happens to come across Michael Keaton's Batman?
Yeah, and Michael Keaton's Batman was just Jay Scarecrow of that movie.
How about Jake Wayne?
Yeah, that too.
If I was to include Michael Keaton's Batman, like I mentioned too, though, guys, I'd keep him, young, like him with two films by Burton, and I'd make him likable and not bland and all that. And because personally, I think Michael Keaton's voice has aged really well, so I'm sure if he voiced his younger self, he still sound good, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
So I'm not going to make him into an old, unlikable character, really, who's so bland and all that.
Well, you want to know something weirder?
Go on, Ozzy.
The Batman figures made off of Michael Keaton from The Flush, it's the age. It's the younger Batman from the 80s.
Really? So we didn't, do him as an old man?
Yeah, because I was at the store the other day and I found a multiverse figure of it, the McFarlane multiverse figure. I looked closely at it and I was like, he's young.
That's weird.
What?
I mean, because obviously they do sell an unmasked version of that Batman from the film, and he's got the grey hair though, so it's making me wonder, why we're doing two versions, young and old. I'd rather just get a figure based on the movie, the 1989 film, than this film.
Yeah, because the logic literally makes no sense at all.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
The toy companies are guilty of it too.
Yeah. And also, what's ridiculous is, right, in the scene where the two Barrys meet, Bruce in mansion and all that?
Yeah.
You get a pretty cringe fight scene where, for some reason, the first ever shot we get in a film of Bruce Wayne, is literally his bare foot. We see his bare feet for some reason, walking on a table.
Ew.
Then we get a fight scene, and they were to defeat Bruce by dodging out away from his attacks and all that, and then they ask him, who are you? And then he says, I'm the guy who lives here. And then they're saying, we're looking for Bruce Wayne. But then Bruce, rather than say, like, I'm Bruce Wayne, he simply asks them, you hungry? Like, how can you, how can you trust these two people, Bruce? Seriously. Doesn't make any sense, does it?
Like, he's an idiot.
So not only is he bored, he's also dumb as well.
Yeah, I mean, like, if some random people broke into my house, I'm like, what are you doing? And then I help them with whatever they're doing.
Yeah. And like I mentioned too, though, when they, of course, meet this Bruce Wayne, of course, they'll get him to reveal he's Batman by meeting, of course, the animated series Batman, of course, and then they'll talk about saving the multiverse with him, and he'd agree to help readily. He wouldn't just say, no, I'm retired and all that, because in this game, guys, he wouldn't be retired, he'd still be Batman. And also, guys, you will also see Michael Goff's Alfred also appear too in that scene as well. And I'm not going to recast him. I'll instead use archive audio of him instead. That's what I'll do. And because Jack Nicholson retired from voicing from acting, I'll use Archive Order of him as the Joker too in the game as well. Because yeah, Jack has said he's not working on any films, so I'm going to respect his choice.
Still don't understand why that guy in that video asked Jack if he was making any new movies.
That was stupid. That guy was ridiculous. Like, he retired, didn't he retire like about a decade ago, guys, already? Like, come on. Let him be in peace.
He actually handled that very well.
Yeah, because rather than, get angry, he just simply said no. Then he continued signing people with autographs and all that.
Yeah, I mean, even today, during the actor strike, it was still cool how he came out of retirement to support the strike.
Respect to him for that. And also, guys, if you're wondering how I'd of course have Michael Keaton's Batman meet him, the Dimensional Team, of course, he would ask rather hungry question, but he'd say it, with Alfred present and get Alfred to serve them. He'd do it. And you know what I don't get as well, guys, right, is how, of course, Michael Keaton's playing Batfleck in this film, another version of Batfleck, right? So,
Yeah.
if he's playing the same Batman that Barry knows, where's Jeremy Irons as Alfred?
Exactly.
Doesn't make any sense.
Wow, I was not expecting you to point out so many problems that movie has.
There's lots of them, Ozzy. Also, you know what's funny as well, right? Because I learned from Az on his review that apparently the other Barry who's in the film, the one with long hair, is apparently stupid. So what I should probably do is I should probably call the two Barrys Dumb and Dumber.
I knew the movie had a lot of problems, but I didn't think it was going to be like over a bunch of problems.
I mean, it's not just problems, but I think also missed opportunities as well.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I mean, I will say that I would regard it as a work. If I was to see it with cinema guys, or even on DD or anything like that, I'd regard it as the worst DCU film ever. But because I'm not going to watch it, I'd say Justice League still is to this day for me.
Yeah, more to think about it, I think Justice League. I mean, not only is it that it's my worst DCU movie ever, I think it's probably maybe my third worst DC movie ever.
Yeah, there's lots of trash DC films in there, and that's among them, isn't it?
Yep, I think you probably know what the first two are.
Yeah, of course I do.
So I think another DC movie I plan to watch, I don't know, maybe this month, maybe Jonah Hex.
Oh yeah,
I've been meaning to watch that for a while.
Wasn't Josh Brolin in that film as Jonah?
Yep, but unfortunately, he's with somebody we don't like.
It's Megan Fox, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I unfortunately heard that she was in that alongside him, so that really sucks. I've not seen that film yet, but I'll only watch it just to see Josh Brolin because I think he's a great actor.
I feel like Jonah Hex is a forgotten DC character over time.
Yeah, he is. I've not really seen much of him in the DC media much. I think he had a cameo appearance in that Crisis and Infinite Earth crossover, apparently, but it's not Josh Brolin's version. It's like another version, I think. But yeah, that's all I've seen of Jonah Hex really, and I've heard about his film too, which I've not seen yet.
Look, I also think he was in Batman Brave the Bold in one episode.
I think he was. Yeah, that's why I'm familiar with the character. Yeah, because he was in that too. That's probably my favorite handling of a character so far that I've seen. Because Batman, of course, is part of my childhood. So yeah, I love that show.
I mean, if Jonah Hex were to come back, something related any DC media, maybe Injustice 3 if that happens.
Possibly, that could probably help revitalize interest in the character, really. And when it comes, of course, to to Brave and the Bold, next week I'll be posting a compilation of the voice of Batman from that show, Diedrich Bader as Batman.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, because I think he and Rino Romano, who did a compilation of this week, are, in my opinion, the most underrated Batman voice actors, in my opinion. Yeah, I think they both deserve a lot more love. And I have noticed that Idris Elba's actually done some recent stuff as Batman, so it's pretty cool that they've gone back with things, isn't it? But obviously, for all guys, even today, he still, for me, will never top Kevin Conroy. I don't think anyone can top Kevin Conroy.
I mean, who can?
Exactly. Who can? I don't know anyone who can top Kevin Conroy as Batman. So, yeah. And early as well, guys, when I was getting figures, I also found my Walking Dead show figures as well, which was pretty cool. Because I collect the figures from Matt Shaw too, as well. And I really hope one day I can get a figure of Shane, because he's my favourite character in the series. But if you guys ask me who my favourite female character is, it's Michonne.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah, she's absolutely badass. Easily my favourite Wall of Danai Gurira of all time. Yeah. Because personally, guys, I'm not much of a fan of Laurie in the series. You know, Rick's wife, Laurie. I'm not really a fan of her that much. I find her quite annoying sometimes.
Agreed.
Yeah. Especially, of course, how she cheats on him with Shane as well, of course, in Series 1 and all that. And also as well, when it comes to TV shows, guys, or when it comes to live action shows, while Batman Task is my favourite show of all time, I will say that my favourite show, which is live action, which is consistently good overall in in its shows, which is overall good, for me, is going to probably have to be Breaking Bad.
Yeah,
I'll say that.
same thing. My favorite live action show, even though Clone Wars will always be my favorite show of all time.
Yeah, that's animated, of course. So yeah, Breaking Bad live action, isn't it?
Yeah.
And so, because Breaking Bad is, in my opinion, one of the greatest shows ever made. In my opinion, it is the greatest live action show ever made, and I think it's consistently good in its other parts of its franchise too, in the shared universe, of course, being the prequel Better Call Saul and the film El Camino as well. And people say, of course, that this year Breaking Bad is still relevant, and I mean, there is what I can say because I mean, obviously, of course, it is to me one of the greatest shows ever made, so it's still popular, of course, isn't it? Because people love it so much, and I think also as well, thanks to release of Better Call Saul, it's helped keep Breaking Bad in the conversation, really, hasn't it? Because we all know, or Better Call Saul is going to lead to that show, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and of course, nowadays we get to see, of course, Breaking Bad in those popcorn as adverts in America. It's really cool how they got them to do that commercial for Super Bowl. See, Breaking Bad for me would have to be a live action show, which is consistently good in all of its seasons, really.
Oh yes.
I mean, when it comes to Netflix shows, well, my favorite original Netflix show for me is definitely going to be Stranger Things. Well,
for me, Lupin.
I need to watch Lupin one day.
Yeah, I need to check out the show as well.
I will do, yeah. And so, favorite French show of all time. And when it comes to Stranger Things, I would have said it was my favorite live action show of all time if it weren't for that third season.
Yeah, I just like to call that the Vogue season.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that season, really, at all. So yeah, and when it comes to Amazon Prime shows, though, so far my favorite Amazon Prime show is the Terminal List.
Same here.
Yeah, animation-wise, probably Invincible.
Oh yes, definitely.
It's the only animated series which is a Prime exclusive. There's others too.
Yeah, I'll go and check it out.
Because it's the other one. It's the other one I've seen, so which is a Prime exclusive animated.
See.
Hey Connor, what's up? You seen Scream 2, are you? That's cool.
That's nice.
Yeah, pretty good horror sequel. Unfortunately, these days, well, one of my bad qualities with Scream 2 is of course the opening appearance of an actor, which of course is the initials JPS. You know who I'm talking about, don't you, Shadow? 2016, hadn't she? So, not really Smith now, is she?
Yeah. Put my response to that in the mic chat.
And also look, she has lost even more respect now.
Yeah, sick of her.
Because now she pretends to not even know Will Smith anymore.
You might want to look. You might want to look at the no mic chat and what I say to that. This would be good.
That's brilliant. But yeah, that's just. Oh, I see. Looking Nerd gives that cabinet film 10 out of 10. Shadow.
Yeah, I saw it.
That's cool.
Right, very happy that I will then.
Yeah, I'll probably check out the Nosferatu films one day, hopefully.
I think you'll definitely love Nosferatu and what they were able to do back then.
Yeah, I probably will, yeah.
Like with limited technology, still make it pretty damn spooky and amazing.
I think with black and white films, because it's black and white, it can probably help conceal like effects which could have been considered dated if it was in color. It can hide them, which is actually very handy. So, for example, apparently, guys, in Psycho, in the famous shower scene, kill scene, apparently the blood in that is actually chocolate. You know that it's chocolate.
Yeah, of course they mentioned that in Scream.
Yep, it's pretty cool, really. And I suppose it's in black and white, you're not going to see it, are you? So yeah, you'd think it was blood.
Yeah, which was genius, and this is exactly why I prefer older movies now.
Yeah, older films knew what they were doing compared to today's films. For the most part, because there has been some trash on the scene in the past, and there's some people I still trust today, like Scorsese, for example.
Yeah.
Like, there's a few directors that I still trust, Scorsese being one of them. Like, another example, of course, for me is Tim Burton.
Of course.
Yeah, and also Peter Jackson as well. I trust him.
And Spielberg.
Yeah, Spielberg is still going strong, isn't he? And I think of the people who made the Terminal List series as well. I trust them as well.
Yeah. Okay, so when it comes to animated shows on Prime, yeah, the only one I know of is Invincible. Can't find anything else.
All right, so looks like it's the only one so far. When it comes to Series 2, guys, I am going to be watching it, and the only thing I'm excited about in mind is Peter Cullen. That's what I'm most excited about. Like, Peter Cullen being in Invincible is just incredible, isn't it?
Man, Optimus Prime himself.
Yeah, it's just incredible. And it looks like he's playing a character from Omni-Man's world, Viltrumite, isn't it? Viltrumite from the sound of things. And, oh yeah, you know what, on his trailer, guys, for Mortal Kombat 1, Omni-Man, I think one of his quotes was a reference to Tai Lung's famous meme line about, you know, worthy opponent and all that. I think it was a reference to it.
Battle will be.
Yeah, I think it's a reference to that, because it sounds so similar, really. Oh yeah, another director I also trust today, guys, is also Chad Stahelski as well.
Mm-hmm. So do I.
Yeah. And also as well, I also as well still like Zack Snyder as well, of course, too. That's why I'm looking forward to Rebel Moon later this year.
Can't wait.
Yeah. It'll be nice to watch a new franchise, which is, you know, not like more Star Wars, you know, a brand new sci-fi franchise.
Yeah, something that is completely original.
Yeah, brand new.
Isn't trying to rip off Marvel, Star Wars, or
Yeah. There is apparently one Zack Snyder film that I'm aware of which had lots of bad reviews, which is a film called Sucker Punch.
I'm only watching that movie for a sec.
I'll see if I can watch it one day to judge it for myself. But yeah, I've no good things about that film. And it's apparently so bad that even people who like his superhero films hate that film as well. Apparently, so like, wow.
So it's universally hated then.
It would seem so, yeah. I mean, I do love his DCU films and, you know, 300 and his Dawn of the Dead remake and Army of the Dead, I thought was also okay as well. But, you know, when it comes to this film, oh, I'll see what I think when I get around to it. And as well, guys, next Sunday is going to be my brother's birthday as well. He was 21, and I've got him a Black Series figure of the Imperial or Royal Guard.
Nice.
Because he asked for that, so I got him it, and I'm going to give it to him next Sunday for his birthday. So, Ozzy, I've also got to ask you, from your experience on PS3 before you, of course, sold yours, would you say you've got a favorite PS3 game of all time, which is only on PS3?
Not really.
I mean, would you say the games you play were like, you know, multi-console games?
Most of them. Some of them were exclusives. Like I did have Uncharted 3, but I can't say that because that's on PS4 now and
Yeah.
PS5.
Uncharted on PS5, is it really?
Yeah, because they remastered the Uncharted games for PS5.
I mean, didn't they just remaster 4 and Lost Legacy as like a collection sort of thing for PS5?
Yeah, they did.
But what about the original 3 games? Are they backwards compatible on it?
They're on that collection, I think.
How strange.
Because the other games I did like the game Warhawk for what it was. And mostly because I think it's funny how you can literally kill your character. Like literally, it's in the pause menu of the game.
Oh,
like
wow.
there's literally an option where you can do it and you can see your character ragdoll.
And Ozzy, when it comes to Lego games, how are you finding Ninjago Shadow of Ronin so far?
Really good. I haven't even touched that game in a while.
Would you say?
Still haven't installed though.
And would you say that considering it's portable only, but it's very good for a portable game?
Yeah, surprisingly, it's pretty good.
That's cool. Does it by any chance have a hub world, or is it just like, you know, levels only?
Levels only, but it's actually kind of weird the way they operated. because like you use a dragon to fly around to the levels.
Oh, really? So,
'Cause I'm guessing
so when it comes to the question of hoverboards in the game, is the answer yes and no?
yeah, pretty much.
And Ozzy, you know when it comes to the Vita version of Lego Jurassic World, is that also no hoverboard either?
Technically, yeah.
Oh wow, so you can't go like to area where you can select the films and all that to play through.
I mean, there's this like panel you have to use to activate the levels, from what I remember.
All right. Yeah, because remember on the console version, you can actually go to the island at like a helipad, can't you? So is it similar to that?
Somewhat.
Because I must say, the open world in the console version is probably, my opinion, one of the best like open worlds ever, in my opinion. The only one I didn't like, of course, was with JP3 one. Oh god.
Eesh. Yeah, because that movie's trash.
Yeah, and the levels didn't help either. In regards to asking how I think the worst characters in the game, for me, it's Amanda Kirby because of that scream she does.
Eric,
God.
shut up.
You guys have no idea how angry I got hearing her constantly when playing through that level for the first time.
Yeah, when I replayed the game, I just took my headphones off.
Good idea. Thankfully, on free play, she doesn't say anything, thankfully. That's why I'm so glad when I played on free play, she shuts up, thankfully. And Ozzy, on the Vita version, is the layout of the levels identical to a console version, or do we do something differently?
Since I've only played through the first two, some of it is similar.
That's
Since I've
cool.
only played through the first two movies, I haven't played through JP3 yet or Jurassic World.
And are the chase scenes with dinosaurs similar to a console version, if there's any?
Yeah, then Jurassic Lost World is what I meant. You know, the night chase.
Oh yeah, in San Diego, that scene was in it.
Oh no, the one before that.
Oh, the one is it where they're escaping the island? Is it?
Yeah, that one.
Huh. And also, is it also different because of challenges as well for gold bricks?
I'm pretty sure.
I mean, do they involve time challenges, or is it similar ones for like Batman 3's challenges?
Yeah, it's just Lego Batman 3, no time. None of that stupid time challenges that Lego Marvel superheroes have for some reason.
Yeah, because I know it's like Batman 3, but the challenges were very consistent, such as, of course, complete a level, get true hero status, and also as well find a Joker card, and also destroy Batman, Joker, or Lex Luthor objects, and also red bricks, and also some like combat challenges as well.
Yeah, because I remember when you kept asking me, do these games have challenges? And the amount of times I kept saying no, I thought you were talking about time challenges.
Well, I mean, like in general, you know.
So technically, the answer would be yes.
Thankfully, it seemed easier to do, though.
Yeah, and no stupid time limit.
Yeah, I hate those ones, especially in the Lego Movies game on the Vita.
For me, my biggest defender has to be Lego Marvel superheroes, because oh my god,
yeah,
that game made me rage a lot.
I played it on 3DS and I think it sucks.
Especially if you run out of time, you have to restart the whole entire level.
Yeah, it's the same thing on Lego Movies version on the Vita as well. If you die, you have to restart it.
No wonder why I sold the game.
Yeah, I saw the Lego Movie as well a couple of weeks ago. Good riddance. The console version is much better. Same with Lego Marvel Super Heroes 1. Isn't it also weird how Lego Marvel 1 has a subtitle on the Vita version called Universe in Peril?
Yeah, I just think that's completely weird. Why would you put that there but not the console?
Because it is the same story, so why bother giving it another part of the title? And also, Ozzy, in Lego Marvel 1 on the Vita, do you actually get to fly in the game, or or when you press X, do you just dodge like in Lego Movie 1's portable version?
I think you probably do.
So you can't fly?
I generally really don't remember, since I only remember the 3DS version, but since they're practically the same game, I'm pretty sure that's the case.
That's just stupid. That also means that on the Vita version, you probably can't fly as Superman on the Lego Movies version.
Probably not.
Which is just a joke, to be honest, an absolute joke.
And which literally goes against the character.
Yeah. Probably not as bad as Lego Movie 2 Superman, because I imagine on the Portal version you'll probably stop his heat vision more, I guess.
Yeah, at least you still have some powers.
Yeah.
Unlike Lego Movie 2.
Whereas none at all. He's just a man in a costume, not Superman in the slightest.
Yeah, just call him Man, and
Yeah,
that's it.
Man, that'll be much better. Had a better ring to it, really, and
Same thing with Wonder Woman. Just call her Woman.
yeah, Woman, and also the Flash. You should just call him the Human or something like that.
Just call these, and I guess for Green Lantern, just call him
No Lantern.
Val. No Lantern.
Yeah.
And or No Lantern now.
Yeah, I feel
You practically don't change a single thing at all.
Yeah, it doesn't change anything at all, does it? Just really stupid, really, how, you know, the game took so much from it, you know? Really stupid on that version. So, yeah. When it comes to my Lego marathons, guys, I have my limits. What, Blaze?
I noticed on my monitor there's a game mode.
A game mode? Interesting.
Yeah. It looks way better now.
And also, Ozzy, on the Vita version of Lego Jurassic World, do it have like the same abilities as the console version, or is it also have limitations as well?
I think most of the abilities are the same.
Oh, that's cool. So at least they kept that in the portable version.
Yeah, because the female characters can still do the high jumps. Alan can still use his shovel, along with fossilized build.
That's cool. And can Ellie also jump into dino dumps and all that?
Yeah, she still can.
Oh god, that part was just gross, weren't it? Oh, she's very brave to jump into it, didn't she?
I mean, again, it's all Legos and all, but still disgusting if you've seen the movies.
Yeah, horrible. And
same thing with Owen jumping into them.
Yep, he does it too, and so does Eric as well.
And Eric also has Dino something, which I can't say.
Yeah, probably best you don't say it. And when it comes, of course, to these games, guys, while I am committed to playing lots of, you know, Lego games, I will have my limitations because there's some that I don't want to play at all.
And we've already acknowledged 3 of them.
Yep. And when it comes to PS3 playing, I do not want to replay Lego Indiana Jones 2 on it. I really don't want to.
Yeah, because that game is garbage.
Yep. So far, it is the worst one I've played on Xbox 360. And I do not care if it has trophies. I am not going to be wasting my time on it. Because, yeah, I think compared to the first Lego Indiana Jones game, it just feels so downgraded in comparison on so many levels. It's horrendous.
Even Rugged Eagle's a fan of that game either.
I can't blame him.
I mean, it's not his least favorite Lego game. It's actually The Force Awakens that's his least favorite.
I know that, yeah. I can see why that's his least favorite.
But I think it's funny how a lot of times when he literally brings up a lot how Lego Indiana Jones 2 is literally just rinse and repeat.
I mean, he's not wrong, is he? Because most levels are very similar, aren't they, in terms of what you do in them?
Yep. Beat up people, fight a boss, do a chase, and then fight a big boss.
Yep. Ridiculous.
I think I literally just described the whole entire game.
In a nutshell.
The game in a nutshell.
And I think it's also really dumb how in Kingdom Crystal Skull levels they didn't make Indiana Jones have a different appearance where he's older.
Yeah, he's literally just the same character.
And I can see why Rugged says, you know, that Indiana Jones from Crystal Skull is the worst character in the game because he's not even different, is he? He's exactly the same appearance and the same abilities and all that. Worst one.
Yeah, because if you're gonna do that variant, then make changes to his face.
Yep.
Or something.
Yeah, because I mean, I get everyone to make Indiana Jones be timeless, but you've got to acknowledge that Harrison Ford was getting older because they made those films take place in the 50s for a reason. Because Harrison Ford was getting older, they wanted to make Indy get older as well. And also as well, when it comes to other PS3 games, I also don't plan to play, the games which came out from 2013 to 2016 for it because I've already played on PS4. So yeah, I don't see why I should play on PS3.
There's no point to play it on an older console.
And I imagine the visuals might also not be as good either too because it's a previous console,
Yeah, you gotta think about that.
Yeah, when I play a video game, guys, I want to play it on the best visuals it has possible. That's why if you have a remaster of it, where they've improved the graphics and all that, I'll play that.
Plus, also, here's an example. Lego More Superheroes on the Xbox 360 hasn't aged well because it looks too glitchy. Like, the faces, they're too fuzzy, blurry.
Yeah, thankfully, when I played on PS4, it did look brilliant in terms of the graphics.
Yeah, I think the biggest offender, even though it's not a Lego game, is GTA 5 on the Xbox 360.
Yeah, unfortunately. And also, guys, I do not plan to play that on PS3 either. I don't see the point.
There is none.
It's way better on PS4.
Yeah, I mean, why would you play it if you already have it on PS4?
Exactly. Why would you? And also as well, I also as well don't plan to play it on PS4 either because I've lost respect for Rockstar as well when it comes to GTA stuff. Because I feel that they've not focused on GTA 5 and they instead only care about GTA Online nowadays. They just care about that. They don't care about GTA 5 anymore. Like, I personally think that, GTA 5 as a game is now dead because all they're doing now, Rockstar, is they're making stuff for online and milking it. Like, why not do story DLC for the story GTA 5? Why not do that?
Or better yet, just move on to just release GTA 6 already.
Well, to be honest, Ozzy, I don't want to play GTA 6, to be honest, because, apparently it's going to have a really massive storage level for some reason and and all that, and yeah.
Oh boy, that's going to be a giant storage eater, isn't it?
Yeah. Just like the Call of Duty games recently. And also as well, Rockstar lost more of my respect when they shut down GTA Online for players on 7th generation consoles like PS3 and Xbox 360 players.
Yep, they're kind of screwed if they don't have a new system.
Yeah, because while I personally don't care for GTA Online, I feel sorry for the players on 7th generation who still play online and who love it on online.
Especially for PS3 players, because the online for that is free.
Exactly, it's free. And honestly, well, guys, when it comes to Rockstar, I personally would rather have Red Dead Redemption 3 instead of GTA 6, to be honest. I'd rather Red Dead Redemption 3 instead.
Me too.
Because, I mean, they made it work because rather than make a sequel to Red Dead Redemption 1, they made the second Red Dead game be a prequel instead, taking place before Red Dead Redemption 1's event. So why not make a third game, which is a prequel to Red Dead Redemption 2?
And it sounds like we're going backwards.
Pretty much, yeah.
In time.
Just like how, of course, I say all things better than today's thing. There's also as well another Red Dead game that I would love to play, which is Red Dead Revolver.
I think that's on PS4.
Really? Huh, okay.
I'm not sure if it's available for physical, but I did see it on the PlayStation Store.
Well, that's cool. I'll probably check it out, see if it is there, yeah. Wouldn't mind playing that, yeah, see what I think of it. And of course, guys, I see no reason why I should get Red Dead Redemption 1 for PS4, because it got ported to it recently, because I have it on PS3.
Of course. Plus it's much cheap. Plus you got it for a much cheaper price than what's being offered now.
Exactly, because they're going to sell it in the UK for about £40 or £50 or whatever, which I think is dumb because, like, it's literally the exact same as a PS3 version with no new content whatsoever, anything like that for returning players or anything like that, no DLC, just exactly the same and nothing improved whatsoever. No new content.
Yeah, because you're gonna do.
it
40.
makes no sense because when they were after GTA 5 for PS4, they gave returning players new content and they added new features to it, such as, for example, better visuals and also first-person shooter mode as well, vision, and also as well new songs on the radio to listen to as well. Lots of new features. And if you
I
played
think
on
the only feature
and if you use as a person,
especially when you're falling.
yeah. And also, guys, it just reminds me so much of Call of Duty as well, really, to be honest.
Yeah.
But the only first-person franchise I care about nowadays, guys, is Killzone, and that's it. It's a franchise I want to see more of, really, to be honest. I think it's a very underrated franchise. And also, guys, when I play on PS3 games, I like to pretend that the new games, really, because I like to pretend that these games I've got PS3 are brand new games, really, because I know how they're going to be better than today's games. Uh,
Yeah, sure.
yeah. Because when I was playing God of War Ascension last night, guys, it just really amazing how much better that game's story is compared to today's games. Just really amazing me how much better that game is compared to games released. But I will say, well, guys, that God of War 3 is my favourite Greek myth game of all time, though. Did you reverse plan? That's awesome. Glad like you did Evil Dead. Definitely really great horror movie and part of my favourite horror franchise of all time. So yeah.
And hopefully I'll be able to continue Ash vs. Evil Dead.
Nice one. Hope you enjoy it when you do get a chance to do that. And as well, guys, now that I've got all my films, together, in the boxes and, like also on my shelves and all that here, it means now that I can actually do more collection videos. So, for example, one that I do plan to do will be a collection of my DC films. And then also more related to directors. So, for example, I'll do ones for Scorsese and for Christopher Nolan, for example.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Christopher Nolan's also another example of a director I still trust today as well.
Because he proved this year that he still got it with Oppenheimer.
Yeah, and he also has my respect because he said he won't do a Star Wars movie, and it seems he also doesn't want to do a superhero film, and good because I think that John was dead anyway. But as far as all, better late than never, and I've done really well so far on this stream. Thankfully, there's been no trouble. Thankfully, which has been great. I long for days of no trouble, So, and if you check out the stream earlier about door, like I got some pretty cool PS3 games. One of them, of course, being Infamous 2, for example. So yeah, I could do more collection videos in the future. That's going to be great to do, and I might also do videos, of course, of my a collection of my Pixar films I have as well, and of my Disney films, animation wise, and all that. Because I have quite a lot of them to show. Indeed, yes, and I also as well got the game which is based on Revenge of the Fallen, which in my opinion is a game that's better than the film in terms of the acting and the dialogue and all and the story. In my opinion, I think that game is better than the movie. And it also really sad how there's actually games which exist which are better than the films they're based on it. How sad is that?
That is sad.
Very depressing.
Like, for example, Lego Force Awakens, in my opinion, is slightly better than the film it's based on.
And the levels based on the movie aren't even that great.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just the bonus levels, and the first one is the only good ones.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the level where you're opening a door to give Chewie a gaze.
Yeah.
And of course, not to mention that you're literally trying to figure out how to open your own door. How do you not know how to open a door?
In your own base, that doesn't make any sense.
That is so embarrassing on so many levels.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. When it comes to when it comes to completing the levels, guys, I also did the collectibles for Luke's Island because that's probably, in my opinion, the easiest one to do because it's just one chapter, isn't it? Luke's Island.
Yeah. There's no enemies at all.
Yeah, exactly. It's just climbing up an island, isn't it? What's so annoying about Lego Star Saga is that, you know, when you play as old Luke in that game, you know, when he's got his white outfit on and all that, unfortunately, even his intro lines make him unlikable as well, unfortunately. Like, for example, complaining about being there and all that.
I really would have gone like this to him. Are you the main character? He'd go like, yes. And I'd be like, so shut up.
Oh yeah, I'd love to play. I'd love to play the X-Men Origins Wolverine game, but unfortunately, when I saw it at Kex, it was pretty expensive for some reason. So probably rare nowadays. But I'd love to play that game because I heard that it's more better than the movie.
There's a lot of rare video games out there nowadays.
Yeah.
Like the Deadpool game.
Yeah, I've been meaning to play that game one day on PS4 because it got remastered at the time of the release of a movie, first movie. Ollie, my daughter's asking you, have you ever seen a scary movie? You know, parody franchise, I think it is.
Oh yeah, I have. I've seen the first one. It's really funny.
I need to watch those films one day.
Yeah, the four first film. Well, to me, the best scary movies are like this. Okay, the first one, Scary Movie 3, and Scary Movie 4.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm not big a fan of Scary Movie 2 because I found that movie boring. Whenever I watched that movie, I always fall asleep for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh dear.
And Scary Movie 5, yeah, not that funny.
Oh dear.
Most of it was the weakest one in his opinion.
To me, it's the second weakest.
I mean, but Dollar, you know, what would you say is your favorite or least favorite? If you're a fan of scary movie, that is. I mean, and Shadow, would you say that, you know, the attempt at humor in the second film just don't land for you?
Most of them.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. I think the best one is the I can't feel my legs joke.
I mean, you are laughing as you talked about it, so it must be a funny scene.
That one where he goes, I can't feel my legs. No. You stay out of this.
And when it comes to, you know, like humor that doesn't land, I think one example might probably be attempts at humor in Justice Week, of course.
Oh, what was that?
Embarrassing. Like because when they had the humor in the film, guys, I just don't laugh at it in the reshoots. That is.
But especially I'm rich.
They just made the best against
a clone of Iron Man. Clone of Iron Man.
It's not Iron Man. The rich joke. Seriously. That is something Batman wouldn't say. That's something Iron Man would have said.
Or maybe I mean, I don't know why he said it. Maybe he's being sarcastic. I don't bloody know. And also Ozzy as well. Just so you know, in the trash talk, I do rant about the is this guy bothering you quote.
Oh my god!
Because you can tell he was dubbed in because Henry wasn't even speaking when he said it.
His mouth wasn't even moving.
Exactly. I think it was edited in the last minute.
Is this guy still bothering you? I'm like, what the hell? What?
Yeah, atrocious.
And then of course
Also, something's definitely bleeding.
Something is definitely bleeding. Oh god!
Like, how dare they ruin the line from Batman vs Superman? You're telling me, do you bleed like that? And then also as well, in the scene where Cyborg and Superman break out of the box, like Superman says he's happy being alive. Then after that he says, "I take I'd rather be dead." Like Superman, why would you say that?
That's a messed up line.
Like that was not Superman.
That was also a really messed up line.
Yeah, very messed up. Like you literally just say you'd rather be dead. Like Soups, you just got resurrected from the dead. Jesus. Honestly, the script in that film is just absolutely embarrassing. Thanks, Bad Orlet.
And also, Martha still needs him.
Exactly. She needs him, and Lois too, as well, of course, as well.
Yeah, because literally in the movie, Martha's farm was about to be taken by the bank.
Yeah, nearly got sold and demolished, didn't he? But thankfully, Bruce saved her, didn't he? Because he bought the farm, didn't he?
He bought the bank. Yeah, I think that's what he said.
Yeah, and that's also and also, guys, that ending scene with the farm being saved was actually filmed by Zach as well. Just so you know, he filmed that scene. Didn't get cut from Justice League. Because yeah, the good thing about Zack Snyder's cut of Justice League is that there is not a single shot from Justice League in that film at all. Thankfully, none of them. I mean, obviously, though, guys, Zack couldn't even include any of the scenes from that film in his cut because he's not even seen Justice League. So yeah, exactly. I see Daniel's here. Nice.
However, though, there was one scene I remember Justice League that made me laugh unintentionally.
And what was that?
And it was during Super.
Was it the Lasso Truth scene?
No, not that one. It was the scene when it was after Superman got resurrected. He was fighting the Justice League, and it's when Evil Ezra was doing the slow mo and that face he was making.
I mean, what I will say, Ozzy, is that I think Superman beating up the Flush is actually very satisfying nowadays. But the Snyder Cut version was much better because it added more to it.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is the face he makes when he realizes what about Superman.
Are you talking about Evil Ezra's scared face?
Yeah, that face.
That was pathetic, wasn't it?
Yeah, because to be honest, my whole theater was laughing when he was making that face when I saw it back in 2017.
Yeah, because I think.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Daniel.
So, have I missed anything for the past 3 hours, or am I all catched up on stuff?
Well, that depends on if you watch my stream or not.
I have not, which means I potentially might have missed out on things you got from the store.
Probably, yeah.
Can you please tell me what you got?
I just got PS3 games and 2 films, Daniel, and a figure of Penguin from the Batman movie.
Well, that's pretty cool. What were the Blu-rays you got?
Rise of the Beast and Deadpool 2. Deadpool 2 is a steelbook.
That's nice. It's cool that you got Deadpool 2 on steelbook. If I have to be completely honest, I'm disappointed that my Best Buy hasn't put Rise of the Beast out on physical media, which means I have to wait longer.
That sucks.
So, can any of you guys guess where I'm at right now?
Well, I can't tell because it sounds very quiet where you are.
So I'm actually in Oakland, California, visiting a friend, and I'm currently in the parking lot for the Oakland A's baseball stadium where Moneyball was filmed.
Oh, that's nice.
And I'm visiting a friend of mine who's also a massive fan of Sean Chandler. He's a guy by the name of Samneet.
Very nice.
So yeah, I traveled to Oakland to meet with Samneet and got here late last night. And me and Samneet basically watched 4 movies together over the past 5.5 hours. I want to say together.
Very nice.
Can any of you guys guess what they were?
I mean, was one of them Moneyball?
No.
Oh, what a surprise!
Both me and Samneet both love Moneyball, but I specifically chose 2 movies that Samneet hasn't seen, and Samneet wanted to show me 2 movies that I hadn't seen. So it was kind of like a back and forth films we watched for the very first time.
Okay. And what were these films that you saw?
Well, being that we got a new Willy Wonka movie in December, I showed Samneet both the 1971 and the 2005 Willy Wonka adaptations for the first time.
Very nice.
And then Samneet showed me a Steven Seagal movie as well as a movie starring Robert Downey Jr. for the very first time.
All right. What film was that?
Well, even though we all agreed that Steven Seagal is a very terrible person,
He is.
Samneet, the first Under Siege movie, which was thankfully saved by Tommy Lee Jones and Gary Busey, so that was at least the best parts of the movie.
Well, that's good then.
And then he also showed me Robert Downey Jr.'s movie, the Charlie Chaplin adaptation from the early 90s.
Oh yeah, I believe Robert got nominated for Best Actor for that role.
Yeah, he did, and I didn't even realize this. Kind of like with you know how Jay was one of the few people who actually watched the Flash movie. There are certain types of people on this earth that watch movies just for the benefit of others, despite the fact that actors are for horrible people. So, from Samneet's perspective, he is in full agreement with us that Steven Seagal is a terrible person, and he fully agrees with that. However, his father showed him a vast majority of Steven Seagal movies when Samneet was a little kid, and so he has a lot of nostalgia for the quote-unquote classics, and so he knows that unless if I, hold on a second, sorry, there's an airplane going over. So basically, even though I don't want to watch any Steven Seagal movies, I did it out of a, because Samneet's a good friend of mine. I did watch Under Siege for Samneet's benefit, and also it was kind of cool for Samneet to see Gene Wilder and Johnny Depp as the titular character of Willy Wonka for the first time.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah. So, yeah, if we were talking when he came on, Daniel, we were just ranting about Josh this week.
Yeah. By the way, I told you guys earlier that I was having a Patreon video call with Sean before Sean and I, we basically caught up on what we were doing with life, and I actually told him that you were reviewing all of the DCEU movies in this window of time.
And what did Sean say when he told him, Daniel?
Well, he didn't mean this literally. He meant this as a joke, but he said, "Oh, that's a few years too late." But yeah, I'm pretty sure he won't end up watching your videos, but he congratulates you on all of your success.
Well, you can tell him from me, but I say thank you.
Yeah. All right. I'm just gonna go grab some In-N-Out burger, and then I'm gonna come back and tell you guys more about the meat. Okay.
Very nice. Yeah. Hope you enjoy it. Yeah.
All right. I should be back within a couple minutes. Okay.
No worries. Yeah. Stream hobby when you come back, Daniel.
It's
20 seconds. Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah. But yeah, when it comes to that scene where Superman beats up Flushwell, guys, I personally find it satisfying nowadays. It feels like Henry's beating up Ezra for us. It just feels like that, really satisfying.
Another satisfying scene with the Snyder Cut is that the Flush actually gets more hurt.
Yeah, exactly.
Like how he gets shot by a parademon is one example.
Yep.
And to hear him struggling to breathe makes me happy.
Optimus Prime versus Omni-Man dialogue will be, this is pretty cool. Why do you defend this feeble planet? You're just a machine. Because all human lives are sacred. I will protect them at all costs. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, good script there. Pretty cool. So Anyway, guys, this was definitely a very fun stream, wasn't it? 3 hours of pure fun. And if you guys didn't see the start of it, then please feel free to rewatch it, because I'll keep it up for you to see. So yeah, it's been really fun. So thank you so much for tuning in, guys, and I'll speak to you all next week. So yeah, so this will be episode 142 Let's Chat Live. So you know the drill, guys. Be sure to give this video a like. Also, be sure to tell me in the comments what you guys thought of the stream if you got a chance to see it and tuned in. And please also go subscribe to my special guest and show some love and support on their channels. And also be sure to join Team Prime by pressing subscribe in this coming future. If you'd like to remember, you can join using a Peace Labs or subscription. And we will see you all later. Right, take care, guys. See ya. Bye-bye.
Nice stream.